I am your keeper today, the tabletop operator himself, Ardent. For our newer listeners, Call of Cthulhu is the classic horror TTRPG, with the players as investigators in pulp adventures to investigate mysteries, always with a slight tinge of existential cosmic horror. This particular game is set in the world of Sunless Skies by Failbetter Games, a gothic horror world from the Fallen London franchise where Britain reigns supreme in a fictional, space-like world called the High Wilderness. Stay tuned for tea, crumpets, and possibly sacrifices of human flesh. During the first session, the recording bot got mysteriously disconnected and the recording deleted as well. Unfortunately, a recap is all I can give. For those of you who don't want to start in the middle of the action, wait for the next episode. The characters we follow in the actual campaign, as opposed to the prequel, are led by Captain Abraham Hamish, a veteran sea captain who runs a ship, the John Paul Jones, full of other ex-sailors. He's turned his attention towards the sky and holds many rebellious tendencies against the British Empire that currently rules it. His first mate is Adja Yule, a quiet Kajanian, think Mongolian, ex-gangster who serves as Hamish's bodyguard. Adja gave up his criminal past to study engineering and now finds himself aboard the John Paul Jones. Other sailors include the strange Jonah Hayes, a master knife fighter and obvious ex-criminal who has thus far refused to give his backstory to the rest of the crew. He's shown a tendency to lie for extra money. And finally, there is Joseph Shea. If you've watched the prequel episode, then the name should be familiar. Despite the horrors he encountered aboard the Mahabharata, he is still his sardonic, seasoned self. As he is still a non-custodial parent to one of his sons, he still has some people he needs to care for back at home. And he has taken up more work on Hamish's ship to pay for that. Now, for the plot recap of last session, Hamish accepted a contract to work for the British Crown's Leadbeater and Stainrod Company's Nature Reserve, or LNS for short. Passing through the industrious loading bay, they were treated to the sights of the reserve by an aging research associate named Walter Willow. They spoke with some other sky captains who were at the reserve in the export business of fertilizer and a plant-based drug of some kind called Apollonian cinders, before heading to the hut of one Lillian Burrows, the dark-eyed mycologist, for their contract briefing. After inviting them into her messy office, the walls of which were splattered with golden fungal remnants, she requested that Hamish's crew take Walter Willow along with them over to an abandoned colony called Hybras. Abandoned some years ago after the passing of the infamous and mad sky captain Brother Charles, the colony never managed to take root amidst the fungal jungle that surrounds Hybras. Nevertheless, Hybras was Dr. Burroughs' main source of mycological samples, and as hers keep exploding or meeting similar fates, she requires a refreshment of samples, finally. Yet the crown man who had given them the contract in the first place took some time to arrive amidst the muted conversation. Yet he finally stepped in, fashionably late, with a tin of biscuits and some Blue Kingdom tea. In a voice like elderwood pipes, he informed the players that despite the colony having gone missing some time ago, it was never deemed important enough to warrant investigation. Given that samples are needed anyways, the man, Mr. Asher Davenport, asked them to determine the fate of the colonists and, if possible, bring them home. With some final pleasantries dispensed, Davenport sent them on their way, and the restless crew quickly made their way out of LNS. Along the way, they encountered some chorister bees and managed to steal 2 gourds of golden honey, a valuable market commodity, from the oversized creatures. A rest stop in New Winchester saw the sale of said honey and a rest cure for Shea and Jonah Hayes, who had sustained wounds from the honeyed escapade. Yet the short stop grew long as Hamish, in a drunken ramble to Dr. Willow, called the British people tyrants right in front of a British nobleman. After repeatedly failing to salvage the situation, read 4 failed checks in a row, a duel began, and Hamish was thoroughly flensed by the nobleman's rapier. At the last minute, Joseph Shea came along the commotion and saved the captain's life by slamming the nobleman's crown jewels not once, but 3 times, with extreme successes on 2 of them. The crowd stripped the unconscious Brit of his valuables, and Shea and Hamish made their escape. A 2-week journey became 1 month, and the crew arrived in the fungal reaches of Hybras. The town was completely silent, except for the cooling engine of their locomotive, the odd bee flying, and the sound of fungus gently oozing. The station master, the lone survivor, proved to be a useless lead, as she had made little contact with the colonists when they were here, or claimed to, at least. And so the crew struck out, leaving the 5 relatively faceless NPC crewmates, read cannon fodder, inside the ship. A brief investigation uncovered that the colonists had become obsessed with serving a certain violent fungus when they disappeared with fertilizer and gardening equipment. After Shay suffered a bout of madness, inhaling a cloud of that violet fungus's spores, the crew feared the worst and geared up with torches and guns to try to uncover the mystery at its source, the fungal bogs.
So, does anyone want to recap our last session?
Drugs.
Not quite.
Mushrooms. More like.
So we all got together and we had a jolly old time drinking at the bar in Leadbeater, Stainrod, and then we set out on our epic grand adventure to go figure out what happened to the people of Hybras and collect some samples. And then we stopped over in New Winchester because Leadbeater and Stainrod's really far away. And then
you also got some honey in the middle of that.
Oh, right. And we also got some honey.
Almost died.
Yep. Yeah. And then we passed by the circus and we didn't even say hello to anyone there. And then we went to Hybris.
There was also a duel with a certain British rando.
Okay, look. Completely irrelevant. And I'm missing lots of fine details. Duel in New Winchester, we go to Hybris, and then we figure out that everyone's dead there. Well, not necessarily dead, but like everyone's gone. And there's fungus everywhere. And there's fungus that leads people to try and go to the bog. So presumably, we can work out what happened here somehow. And then we went back into our ship after realizing that the Amungai were scary, and I believe that's where we are right now.
You guys were planning out how you want to.
We were going to stake out the Amungai and
assault the fungi if you do indeed assault it. But I'm assuming that's your plan, judging by the shotguns that you've grabbed. Or the shotgun and a bunch of pistols. So, one of your crew members, let me pick one here. Oh, they're all gone. Oh, wait, it's just way higher up than I thought. So Morris kind of gives you a bit of a look, Mr. Captain. So, what's the plan here, Captain? We coming with you?
Well, we're gonna need someone to take care of the ship while we're gone. I don't half trust this place.
Did Hamish's voice
I'm not
change?
sure if anything's running around, but it's just, sorry, I'm having a Cas moment with my accent. I'm having a Cas moment with my accent. No, the consistency. Hold on. Yes, Morris. Hold on.
That also definitely wasn't it.
We're gonna need
hush you.
Take care of the ship while we're gone. So, I suppose that I'll task all of ye to undertake that. Make sure nothing comes close. Although,
nice, sir.
I'd hope that nothing's roaming about.
He shrugs. Could be, sir. Not really sure.
Fair enough. Let me ping the crew members so I can always look.
Sure. That is really a wise choice, I would think.
All right. So I'll just kind of look to the shore party and say, all right, well, I get that you're jumpy, Joseph, and I understand why. I don't half trust this place either. So it'll be a quick scouting thing. And the moment we find any practical, solid evidence of the colonists' fate, we leave immediately. We don't linger any longer. I don't want anyone having the curiosity get the better of them. There's things that are better left alone.
Walter will barge in holding a large handful of test tubes. We do need to get some samples for them back there. So,
is there a way you can sequester these samples away from us? I don't want any of it getting near our crew. I mean, you saw what happened to Shay when he breathed just a little bit of it. I don't know. it does things to you. I don't trust it.
That's fair, sir. We can keep them. I don't know. Do you have some space on the ship? I could keep them away from
Yes.
everyone.
Yes. There's parts of the hold that we can probably lock away safely. I don't know if we want any fancy preservation facilities like those newfangled refrigerators that I hear people have got now, but I suppose we can set aside some
Sorry,
space
the
in the
newfangled
cargo
what,
to keep your
Captain?
fungi.
One of your crew members asks.
Well, I don't know.
Maggie seems curious what a refrigerator is.
I've just heard from some Londoners that there's some kind of new box with ice, ice box.
You mean an ice box?
Refrigerator. Yeah, something like that. I don't know how it works. I mean, you keep something in there and it
I
stays
mean,
cold.
ice boxes are pretty common. This
Yes,
just sounds like an ice box.
Right, but it's like they took the idea of an ice box and they kind of comported it, for home use.
It's
It's
strange.
sort of electric
someplace
ice
to
box.
keep your beers and stuff,
An electric ice box?
I don't know how they've worked it out, but
We use
it's like
an
electricity
icebox
for an
without the
ice
ice.
box.
Very odd.
yes, but it does the job. I think. There's a few back in Leadbeater somewhere. Very expensive though.
Guess we're not getting one of those, huh, Captain? Morris is
Yeah, I
nomming
mean-
on a sandwich.
Maybe in our next payout, we should buy ourselves one. I mean, might be useful now that I think about it.
Could be nice.
I've heard tell of them. They make a lot of noise, don't they, Captain?
They tend to.
Probably
keep them away
not
from
more than our
everything
engine,
else.
though.
A bit
Can't
less than
imagine that. Maybe a little less than odd, just snoring or something. That's manageable.
All right. Well, I suppose we don't have time to stick around any longer. We can discuss the particularities of this strange new contraption, admittedly fascinating, later. First, I need to call on. Where's Wellington? Has anyone seen Wellington? I mean, I saw him in the upper deck. I mean, I need to have a word with him.
He's somewhere.
All right.
Morris
Well,
shrugged.
I'll just have you pass it along, Morris. If we don't come
Sure.
back in at least say, give it a day and a half, then you leave without us. Just assume something's bad happened to us. I mean,
Right.
it's a skies. You know how it is.
Wouldn't be the first time Captain shielded himself in my presence.
All right.
He shrugs.
Well, I trust all of you to keep things tidy and safe. Don't go
Not
messing
a chance.
around with any of those strange mushrooms, and we'll be off. I will motion for the party to follow me. And because we burned our clothes, I will don a new trench coat. You notice that Hamish has several trench coats. It seems that most of the
Identical.
money he gets he spends on their trench coats. So he gets a new one and he puts it on and he motions for everyone to follow him. But yes.
All right. So you step back out of the. Pardon me. You step back out of the skyship, unless anyone else has anything they need to do. Sorry, I should have asked that. Does anyone have any?
No.
All right, sweet. Then you step out of the skyship and back into the fungal reaches of Hybras' rather dismal port. Shay, can you make a spot hidden check?
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Boop.
Okay. All right. In the meantime, all of you guys are currently sitting on the only non-fungally infested place in Hybris, which is the blasted landing pad from your ship's engines. What's your what's your plan? How are you getting to Bog?
So is anyone good at kind of navigating terrain, I guess? I should probably look and see if I have something like that, but I doubt it.
Yeah, you'd probably
I'll
be
just...
looking for like natural worlds, spot hidden, listen.
Oh,
If you have
then
survival.
let's just get Willow to do it, right?
Wait, what if I
Willow's...
just did navigation?
I don't know if
Navigate
I
is
have natural. Well, I have 40
navigate is
natural
kind of
will.
more so to find your way out of places.
I have
Or into places.
archaeology 41. I'm
Or
sure
we're
that's helpful.
We're trying
By the
to
way-
find our way into the bog, right?
Yes,
does-
but you're not. It's not like you have a definite goal. Like you're not like, or sorry,
I
you do have a
also
definite goal,
assume...
but like you're searching for something. You're not so much like just trying to get from point A to point B. Like you're trying to
I also
actively search for
assume
wherever
navigate is
source
like
is.
more for like flying the ship to places as well. Like...
No, it applies to like driving or making time, as far as like trying to get from one place to another. If you have a good navigate roll, you could do it shorter or actually get there in some cases.
Right. That makes sense.
How does increasing skills work? Like those ones we checked off last time.
Nothing yet.
Okay.
We'll cross that bridge when we get there.
All right.
So it's up to you. You could go trailblazing, you could go tracking, you could do some more unconventional methods, I suppose.
I guess we can start by heading towards the edge of town, towards where the bog is.
Yep.
Sounds good.
Let's do that.
Okay. So you step through the desecrated Hybris town with pustules of fungus glistening softly next to you as you walk past. Eventually, after you pass the inn, the warehouses that you searched, the mayor's lovely little homestead, all completely abandoned, you reach the outskirts of the town where you found Shay stumbling over towards the pallid white and angry red bog.
Okay. What's our plan of action now? This is the bog. I guess we could roll spot hidden to try and find out, or I guess natural world to see if we spot anything particularly out of the ordinary. Maybe?
Yeah, I think
I can
that
roll natural world.
Yeah,
it's up to you guys to determine a plan of attack.
Okay.
Just make sure our masks are on. Very good.
As we wait here, Willow's gonna collect a small sample of one of the blue fungus, I believe.
Violet.
Violet.
You want left?
Yeah. Oh crap! I did not mean to roll that.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll luck it.
Okay. Willow, can you roll? Oh, I guess praise or natural? Not a natural. Praise or like biology or something.
What?
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Is there a
you're
biology
doing
spell?
alpha
I
as
don't
well.
think I have one. So
Yeah.
You're fine.
wow.
Okay. Yeah, you're not really sure what to make of these mushrooms, and you're getting close to one of them. Puffs out with a jet force, and blasts your face. What's your initial reaction?
Aiden, you
yeah?
are bugging out.
Yeah.
And wait for me as well.
You are robot. Quick, what are Asimov's rules again? How do we deal with them?
Destroy.
Asimov's rules dictate how
Only
robots
rule.
should act, not how we should. I believe at least. I'm thinking the same ones.
I don't think so.
No, it's like they're the three directives for robots. And like
The
the
first is that a robot shall not harm a human. Obey any instruction given to by human. Shall avoid actions or situations that could cause it to come to harm. Wait, so Aiden has to obey all my instructions?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Let's fucking go.
DM, give me nuclear weapon.
Nuclear weapon.
Nuclear.
The goddamn
I'll forward justice.
among guy.
Oh dear.
You can
Are we good? Okay.
yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay.
I think we're good.
Yep, yeah.
We're good.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. So, sorry, where was I? So, you lift up the fungus, and much to your dismay, you have chosen a rather, shall we say, fertile sample, and the fungus explodes in your face in a cloud of spores. Reaction, Mr. Willow.
I guess I'll try and stumble back and like just get away from it as quickly as I can.
Okay. Roll for Constitution.
Okay. Hey.
Ooh, okay.
Hey.
You managed to avoid breathing in the majority of the spores. Some of them still alight into your nose. You get this like brief, unerring sense of where you need to go, or where you have to go, and your feet involuntarily step towards that direction for a brief moment.
Yeah.
And then the fungus relinquishes its control as your body manages to hack and cough out the last of the remaining spores.
Interesting.
You alright back there?
Yeah, I just got a bit of a whiff of it, and it's nasty stuff. But
breathing the stuff. It's not. I mean, look at it. It's not.
An idea doesn't
figure,
occur to you. No, continue.
I figure it's useful to take a sample, though. While we're here.
They get sticking their noses in things that shouldn't be stuck in. All right, just be more careful next time.
Well, you are
Of
being
course.
paid for him to stick his nose in places where it shouldn't be stuck, so.
I should be
Comparatively.
the one saying that.
All right. So the sample seems fruitless, but you figure you may be able to get better samples at some point in the future.
Okay.
So what was our natural world was a success. So Hayes, you managed to find a trail that seems to be more or less overgrown, but judging by the direction of it, it looks like it is leading towards the bog. It seems like this may be a solid path, assuming that you don't decide to use some kind of other skills beyond just searching.
Well,
It looks like we've got a path over here. Something we could use.
Looks safe to you.
Okay.
Not really.
Nothing
But
does here.
Better than waiting.
Safe
to,
or not, it gives
hold.
us an idea of where to go, which I think we kind of need right now.
Would it make sense if I wanted to like just kind of give it a quick look over to see if there's any danger spots to roll a spot hidden, or is that like?
I don't.
Okay.
I don't see why it wouldn't.
All right, I got a regular success.
Okay. The pallid fungus leans in over the path, long since overgrown, without much use. You can see here and there a few footprints along it. Very, very old and very much filled with sludge, fungal remains. Some of them with anthills in the middle of them. But overall, the path does seem relatively safe.
Okay.
Well, I see some footprints. I see a path. So this looks like a good a route as any.
Are these the footprints that I started to follow earlier?
Yes, they're the similar footprints. Yes.
They
They seem to be part of the same chain.
How did
They aren't The exact
chain,
same.
it seems, but it did not follow them all the way in. They're still quite clear, but they seem kind of old. Odd.
Let's just follow it, see where they lead.
Yes. You surmise that the reason why these footprints haven't been quite so disturbed is because there's not exactly much for fauna around here. There is certainly quite a bit of flora, but very little actually tilling the earth around here. And fungus doesn't exactly grow on random patches of barren ground. So you begin trekking through the forest. Here, let me start from that. Swamp and marsh, fungus and frond. Nowhere in the reach has the world been so thoroughly colonized. It would be a shame not to see the sights, and see them you do. You enter the fungal forest of Hybras. Clouds of spores drift through the ropey tendrils of free-standing fungus. Giant ants pierced with spines of mushroom crawl to the tops of trees to better spread their spores. You wander amidst the webs and arches of mushrooms for some hours until you stumble across a shallow graveyard. Each headstone bears a number of 7 digits or more. It's ringed with a small, 2-foot-tall, very much decayed fence. You can continue onwards if you'd like to.
I don't
but
like the look of this.
We have to
send a
find out what
shiver down
happened
your spine.
to them, though. So
You think this is what
I
became of
don't see a
them?
different route.
Graveyards are
Well-
always bad news.
I'll just look at Willow and say, all right, Egghead, just give this graveyard a quick look over and see if it's a colonist we're looking for.
I guess I can go up to one of the headstones and or just try and figure out if there are indeed things here. Natural world or
Aja will stay with him to make sure he doesn't get jumped.
What are you trying to determine?
He's small and weak.
to determine whether or not, like, I guess this is where the villagers went.
Sure, you can roll. That'll probably be spot hidden though, I think.
Oh, okay. In that case, my spot hidden 65, so
Okay.
either way that works.
Ironically, your rolls were 1 apart. Yeah, so you search around to try to see if you can find definite evidence that this is where the villagers ended their path, but lo and behold, you instead find buried just underneath the shallow earth sets of manacles, and more importantly, you find various sets of footprints leading further out from this graveyard. It seems that this was merely a way destination. In the graveyard itself, it is rather difficult to figure out where any footprints might have been due to the fungus thoroughly taking advantage of the abundant fertilizer just beneath the ground.
Okay.
That's very worrying.
So I turn to Will and say, so what did you find?
I mean, it's possible.
Well, make a note of it. We'll head only a bit further, and if we can't find anything else, we leave. Whether or not this is actually them, this is evidence we're going to use if we can't find anything else.
That seems like a fair enough analysis. Can I try and take some samples from some of the fungus around here?
Yes, it's not the fungus you're looking for, but if you'd like to make some collections, you
yeah. I mean, I was asked to just take some samples from around the area, right? So
yes, you were asked to take samples of the most interesting fungi. Yes, so you can roll. Actually, it's here. Roll luck.
Okay.
Okay. Yes, you managed to find some rather vibrant-looking fungal samples. Nothing of properties quite as interesting, you imagine, as the fungus that you are hunting, so to speak, but nonetheless, it is something.
I kind of lean over to Shay. It's creepy out here.
You don't say.
Fungi eating humans. It's the wrong way around.
Yeah, well, maybe we
Well, it
should
seems to
leave
have happened
then.
both ways based on what we saw back in the village. Seems the fungus
Doesn't
came
make
out
it
on
any
top
better.
though. Did you say the path led further in, Aid?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, the path goes a bit deeper, so shall we?
Yeah, we'll go a bit
I suppose
further.
we must.
Do we see
Yeah.
the same fungus that we saw in the town along this path as we keep going?
Curiously, you don't.
Okay.
If you'd like to roll spot hidden to search a little more, but not at a glance. No,
Okay.
your suspicions are confirmed. You don't exactly find it anywhere. There's an odd patch here and there, but the fungus is so varied that it's kind of more like you spot one or two mushrooms underneath the large fronds of a different larger fungus.
Okay.
It's nowhere near as abundant as the Hybrians seem to have.
Interesting. I wonder what made the
Can you-
fungus grow so much inside of the village. It doesn't seem to be very much out here.
Well,
Uh,
in the Order
sorry.
Manifest, they mentioned something about polyonic cinders, and I remembered speaking to another captain about this. Some kind of potent special fertilizer that makes things grow, well, differently.
Can you roll intelligence, Hamish?
Oh, okay. Let me. What? That's in skills, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, never
Or
mind.
it's
Yeah, I see
one
it.
of your abilities. Sorry.
Um,
Okay.
Did
I guess as a
roll?
fungus could push them towards the bog, it could also push them to buy fertilizer. It seems like a significantly more difficult meaning to convey, but anything's possible, I guess.
Suppose it is. I myself can't really guess what it could be.
Push it. Push it.
Should I push it? I mean, maybe
Up to you.
speaking to Willow has forced Hamish to think harder, so I will push it. That's how I'll flavor the push. Okay,
Oh,
he thought
okay.
harder. He thought harder. He thonked.
Yes, you kind of double check your facts. This was more so me just calling for an idea roll because some of your facts were a little mixed up, and I didn't want you to have to worry too much about that. But no, Apollonian cinders were the almost drug-like.
Didn't they all sort of fertilizer though?
Yes, they had a fertilizer called Virgin Encouragement, also on the Order Manifest. as you
Virgin
recall.
encouragement.
No, verdant, like
Okay.
green. On the Order
The
Manifest, as
interesting
you recall,
fertilizer
there
elsewhere.
is just generic fertilizer orders from Leadbeater and Stainrod.
Yeah. I saw a
Titania.
lot of All right.
Yes.
Okay. Well, correction. I mean, the cinders. They're not the fertilizer, but I did see a lot of orders for fertilizer. A bit too much. But it's regular fertilizer. The cinders, now that I recall, are actually for recreational purposes.
You decide it's best to leave it at that.
Yeah.
I wonder if they enhance the effect of the fungus.
Maybe
that's what drove
not
a
for
lot
me
of the
to
town
say.
to this. Okay.
If I pushed it, should I still mark the skill for increase?
You don't mark abilities for increase.
Oh yeah, it's an ability, so I can't really mark.
That's not a thing. Yeah.
Right.
And no, if you push a roll, you do not mark it for increase.
Maybe we can try and check
Okay.
what happened to the cinders inside of the village, or at least where they were delivered to. Maybe who had them.
Well, that's besides our objective, and our objective is to find the colonists. So let's not linger on that. Let's focus primarily on the people, not the strange. Let's look for them.
If you managed to recover it, though, there'd be a hefty amount of money in it for you. Just as a note.
Well, I mean, you have your samples. I feel like some samples are better than none, and I don't think any samples are worth risking the eyes of me and crew. So I hope we're
If you
agreed
could
on
recover
that.
some of the cinders, though, I'm sure you could fetch a hefty price for that. Yeah.
I suppose I could, but I don't know where they are. I'm focused on other matters at
That's a quitter's attitude.
the moment. Sorry, I mean,
Shall we?
Hamish doesn't do drugs. He's alcohol gang.
Alcohol free, Hamish.
Doesn't mean you can't sell drugs to other people.
Ah, yes, how noble.
Sober drivers on their way to commit 50% of
Big.
acts.
Shay, could you roll spot hidden?
Let us see the spot hidden roll of Shay. Shay.
Yes, no,
A
perhaps.
rule.
Leo. Yes.
Can
Sorry.
you roll spot
Oh
hidden?
yeah, no.
Yes, cool.
Why me?
Ooh.
Okay, you're fine. You're fine. Plus you do
Yeah.
technically have, I think.
Lovely.
Yeah. Okay.
You're doing
Everything is
great.
fine.
In any case, so you all plan on continuing down the path then, at least some shorter distance.
Yes.
So
Someone
how
should go
long?
in front of me, though.
How long are you guys planning on trailblazing for? Shall I say?
14 yards and 3
And
centimeters.
3 centimeters? Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, 14 yards and 3 centimeters? I think you're
Yeah.
mixing up
Yeah,
your
that's-
measurements there a little. Okay.
I don't know if I am. No, I don't know. We'll continue till we find something.
Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
so
That's the idea.
sorry.
we haven't run into anything that could scare us off yet. Just these mushrooms. Might as well keep going until something interesting happens.
If we do
This
run into
does
something
seem to
scary,
be
though,
our
one of you should be in
only
front of me.
Yeah.
So get to it.
Echoes
guys.
without saying.
So you all or is Hayes going in front of Willow then?
Willow will squeeze himself safely in the middle of the trailblazing pack.
Hayes
Hayes
is
will,
also
like-
going to hang back.
Oh, okay.
Hayes will
Sorry.
kind of
You
be in the
responded to
front.
Willow, so I figured.
But he'll look at Willow when Willow like cowers in the back, like bruh, bruh.
Nice. So then Hamish is in the front, or just trying to
Yeah, I
establish
think
an order?
Hamish will be kind of close to the front. Maybe he'll be behind the first person in the front.
So then that would be
Okay.
Aja or Shay at that point.
Who
And I
volunteers
guess
to be? in the front?
Aja will flank Hamish.
That is because Aja
Yeah.
is a baller. Okay. So Shay, I'm assuming, is taking up like the back or so. Then that's fine.
I guess, yeah.
All right. So you guys comb the sporing mushroom marches of Hybras for little around an hour. You figure. Your lantern ignites damp spurts of flame from the bogs. Insects harry your crew, already dizzy with spores and violet and gold. You require frequent bouts of rest, and beleaguered and weary. Let's see, Aja, you stumble into a fallen log, or a fungal log fallen across the path. Can you make a dex roll?
Log, more like I'm stumbling
Log.
on it. Let's see the roll.
Yep.
You're stumbling.
Log
You're stumbling over
All right.
your word.
So you catch a face full of dirt and a dusty taste of mold spores as you slam into the ground. Hamish, can you roll dexterity as well to avoid tripping along with Aja as you're both walking next to each other?
Okay.
You get somewhat of an advanced warning, but
And the
Aja
entire
almost
party
knocks into you.
dominoes.
That would be tragic.
Can I spend
Okay.
2 luck? Can I spend 2
Yes,
luck,
you can.
sir?
Yes, you can spend 2 luck.
Okay.
So you
We'll
catch a face full of
just-
dirt, Aja, and
Mhm.
you slam into the ground. After spitting your newfound trail supper out, you begin to prop yourself up over the log. But as you put your weight upon it, however, it gives way with a wet plunging sound.
What?
Just kind of a.
I'll hop to
Ugh.
my feet.
So you hop to your feet and removed your hand from the log, and it is you find it to be covered in broken pieces of a butter gold fungus and a slimy reddish yellow batter, for want of a better word.
Oh.
Damn.
A very
This place
deep
is
red.
greasy.
You look down
What
to the
is this?
log, and looking closer, you realize that this is not a log that you've tripped over. It is something perhaps a little more close to home,
It's a dead
with
body.
polyps, mold, and mildew
No.
sprouting from every orifice.
Ugh.
Can I have you?
Ugh.
Can I have you all roll sanity? With Aja, you get a penalty dice. Although there is one person, Shay. This actually just looks like a regular log to you, by the way.
Lol. Can I?
Oh.
Could I
Wow.
spend 9 luck? Can I spend 9 luck?
You cannot luck or push sanity rolls.
Loser.
Oh,
Imagine not
oh,
rolling a
I
one.
guess
but check
I'm
that out.
about to
Cool.
fail this.
Oh fuck.
Let's
No,
roll
Shay,
the
you don't have to roll it.
sanity.
It just
Oh,
looks
I
like a
don't?
regular
Okay.
log to you.
Poggers.
Penalty.
Although-
Let's roll the
Yeah,
penalty
you can mention
die.
that to the other characters.
What are
but,
you guys-
as far as Shay's concerned, he has no idea.
What are you guys freaking out about? It's just a log.
Okay, Aja, can you roll can you roll 1d4 plus 1, and then let me think. Did anyone else fail? Hamish, can you also roll 1d4 plus 1? And the rest of you guys lose 1 sanity, except for Shay.
1d4 plus 1. Okay.
Yes.
1d4. Sure
I
enough,
guess this
what
just
could go wrong?
reminds this
I-
throws Aja's memories back to some darker days, and he stumbles backwards.
Oh,
He doesn't lose that much
luckily-
sanity.
yes. Luckily, it is 2 and 4 respectively, which is not enough to send you guys careening at all. So sorry, Shay. You were saying?
I was saying, what are you guys on about? Why are you guys freaking out? It's just a log.
Oh, I just accidentally.
You see that red stuff spread across their fingers?
Weird.
It looks like he has a
Weird
bit
log.
of some fungal grease on their fingers. You figure?
Yeah.
I'll like wipe it off on my pants, I guess.
Rather red, I would imagine. Tastes quite a bit like blood.
Why are you thinking
You
about its
tasted it?
taste?
It's a dead body.
Ugh.
Shay, would you like to look a little closer, or?
No, I'll pass.
Okay, you're just kind of like, what? No, it isn't. And you just kind of like, clearly these guys are tripping on something. If you guys like to try to more thoroughly this Jay, you roll psychology psychoanalysis.
Must have, I don't know, inhaled a little bit of those mushrooms.
Maybe.
You're talking about
Strange
us
fellows.
or you?
Well, Shay's the back of the
You?
group, so presumably if you guys all inhale some mushrooms, but he might not have got it yet.
Oh, you bugging out again?
I am.
Robotification commencing.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Just a little, but yeah.
Well. That's awkward.
Hello?
More buggy. Uh-oh.
What's going on?
Aiden is a bit laggy, I think.
He's having a RoboPog moment.
Robopog.
Take and it's got one more.
It's still not great.
This is not exactly what I was feeling right now. The real horror with my interaction along.
True.
Is it like am I unintelligible?
It's
Very
just
barely
Good.
lots of
intelligible.
Is any better?
Or-
yeah, barely.
What do I do?
Like, it's not that different from
Okay.
John, normally speaking, but for you, it's
That's rough.
Okay.
It just bent back up to green. Is it any better now?
It
Doing
seems more normal now.
Okay.
Oh, let's go.
Really strange. Okay, I'm not sure what's up with that. Sorry. But where was I? Yeah. You guys seem to think that something might be not quite right with Shay. If you'd like to roll some kind of psychology or psychoanalysis.
Well,
Otherwise,
Hamish has had Shay on for a while, so he doesn't assume anything is wrong with Shay. This is just normal Shay, you know.
Is
More
it?
normal Shay, please.
is this
Um,
normal Shay?
Well, I mean, I don't know. I feel like, I mean, Hamish is vaguely aware that Shay went through some shit in his past, and
Hmm.
he just decides not to really question it. He just assumes that, well, at least this means that Shay is mentally pretty tough. So he
really-
just kind of try not to apply anything from him.
And really, he seems to have this weird fixation or fear of pets, and so it only makes sense that he wouldn't be able to see a bare leg, you know?
I see. Shay, could you roll an intellect check?
Intellect. Where is it? This one?
Ooh.
Great.
Okay. You start to worry that something is up here.
Oh
More
no,
so,
I have a bad
not in a good
feeling
way.
about this.
Yes.
I have a very, very
if
bad
you'll,
feeling about this.
If you'll read your backstory, you notice a little thing right there called that that I just DM'd to you. You
Oh.
start to get a nagging suspicion about that. You're not sure that anything's confirmed, but something's off.
What's wrong, Shay? You see something?
Nothing. Just watch your backs.
Yeah, you tighten your grip on your
Yes.
shotgun, Shay.
Well, I mean, you might not believe us, but that, whatever that is, I don't want to look at it, does look like a corpse, so you might not be entirely unfounded here. Let's just start moving quicker, everyone.
Does the does the fungus on the person look like the ones in the village?
So on the outside of the body, it seems to be just generally decomposing, with a kind of buttery golden fungus on it. But within the cavity that Aj's hand broke, a small bit of your violet-colored friends seem to have made a cluster. This must have been the stomach or something. Yet,
Ooh, okay.
as the butter golden fungal spores alight near it after being disturbed by your presence, the inky fungi are suddenly assailed by a sprout of mycolithic tentacles from the buttery yellow fungus. A moment of shuddering, and the purple fledglings seem to be colonized almost. Their color seems to change into this kind of thin golden membrane, and a smell of molten butter wafts through your scarves.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Can you guys roll
Let's
sanity?
get
Everyone
outta
again,
here.
other than Jay.
Perhaps we should
Let's go.
get back to the ship.
Oh, I'm good. I'm good, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, I know.
I
Ajay,
don't-
you're the only one.
I said we
Bing
should keep going.
chilling.
Yeah, I'm pulling
Until we
up.
find something that says we shouldn't.
Where's
I think
Sanity?
this is that thing. I think we should go back right now.
Look, we saw the
What am I rolling,
graveyard.
Mr. Beagle?
We have the
1d2.
samples. Let's just move. and
1d2?
Jesus.
Mhm.
My God.
We'll say
Have
Alright,
we
ones
seen
and
any of
twos are
this yellow
ones.
fungus anywhere else?
Okay, so
we'll
that's
just
1d2.
say that the
What?
Oh, you're doing evens odds. Okay. Yeah, sure.
yeah. So that's 2.
we'll say that the colonists were consumed by fungus, and then let's just leave. Okay.
Right. Let's get moving now.
Yeah, I think that's
I'm
Before
gonna
we
start
leave-
turning around.
Can I spot hidden to try and see if there's any more people out here?
Sure, you can roll spot hidden.
Pop.
Hard.
Ooh, okay.
Success.
So you you spy out in the distance, like kind of like scanning around. You kind of look up and down the fungus, the fungal fronds and trees, quote unquote, in this forest. But you spy a rather large cloud of violet spores off in the distance. Not too far away, you figure.
Is it perhaps moving, Mr. Keeper?
It is slowly just making its way. Willow's the only one who can see it, but Willow, as far as you're concerned, it just seems like a very natural, non-threatening, or non-threatening comparatively, non-malicious cloud of spores. In fact, you deign that this may have come from a much larger form of the fungus.
Do I ascertain its
You're
movement?
gonna want to see this.
Yes, you can you can more or less figure out the direction that it seems to have come from.
Is it moving towards us though?
No, it's just moving over in the distance.
Guys, well, there is a large cloud of spores over there that I think might be the answer to where our
well,
good
it's settled.
friend
Time
went.
to leave.
All right,
Wait,
we gotta move.
What the? Yeah. That's just. Are you trying to get us killed? Is that it?
No, I am just stating that we should go right now.
Is he trying to get
I
you
do
killed?
not see if we have we don't really have any obligation. We know something's weird has happened.
You're
I think.
free to go investigate or do whatever of your egghead shit. I'm going back.
This
I
is
have
up to
any time.
someone with
Should we get going?
bigger guns.
Yes. Shall we?
Let's leave. And before you ask, I'm not gonna let you collect that fungus. I point to the one that like did that crazy color changing thing. So
It did certainly have properties that fit the bill. You think, Willow? It would make a very interesting sample.
This is exactly what we need, though. This is
Swear to
what
fucking
we're sent here
God,
to find.
if you touch that, I will knock you.
Yeah, I
I
do
will
not
knock
know.
you silly.
I think what this here should say here
Okay,
look,
shouldn't even be
look,
here in the first
the-
place.
I guess so.
A fungus that could overtake other fungi is very interesting.
You know what else is interesting? My fist. If you don't
it's like,
leave.
Okay.
okay, I won't like.
Okay. That's.
I won't like. Well,
I can be convinced.
all right. Okay. Meta, if you want to like secretly take some, that would be funny, but you don't have to. It's up to your character. We're gonna influence your decision.
Can
You
I
want to roll
try
like sleight of
and
hand or stealth?
Yeah,
I guess sleight of hand in this case because
Can I
you're kind
roll
of like
spot
leaning over the
hidden
thing.
as a contested?
Yes, you can.
Everyone be scanning it.
That does mean that both of you guys can't. Neither of you guys can push it or luck it.
Okay.
Okay. You don't notice him doing it, but you also
I don't get any either.
you start to kind of brush over it, but their eyes are all like trained on you, so you figure maybe it's not such a good idea.
Okay.
Unless you'd really like to press your luck.
I'm good.
Is this your water?
I'm sorry. One second.
He wants the Among Guy really bad.
Man, I want
This
a
is a
manga.
rather enticing sample. What will happen
This
if
is
you
just-
show up empty-handed?
This is just some cool stuff. I can't say no to it.
You can, or you can say hi to my fists.
Well, then your
So,
fist will have to say
wait,
hi to
this-
some Among Guy, and then where will we be?
So wait, just the wait, so just a question about the description. Like all I got is it's really gross and kind of has tentacles almost, but
And it
like
smells like butter.
Yes.
And it colonizes other fungus.
It looks
Um,
like
Interesting.
it looks like a melting pat of butter atop a small stalk with little tendrils drifting down from it. Outside of it drift small spores like dandelion seeds. And when they touched the violet fungus, they lashed out at it. Interestingly, some of the other fungi on the corpse seem to be immune, but largely it's been colonized by this golden one.
Oh, so the golden one is the thing that colonized the corpse?
It's the one that seems to have colonized the colonizer of the colonizers.
Okay.
So it's a fungus that attacks other fungus. Interest.
It does
Well,
appear to be.
I
that
mean,
way.
Hamish is probably just going to leave it well enough alone, but it is interesting.
Yes, you have some appreciation for the beauty or horrors of nature.
Isn't there a
Yeah.
death cloud of spores?
Not coming
It
towards
doesn't-
us.
It's not a death cloud of spores. It's not like a gigantic wave. It's just a large cloud over in the distance.
Okay.
Okay, so I think we'll do the El Dipo Reno on this.
Yep.
Yeah. I
All right,
reckon that's
guys,
the
let's
play.
blow this popsicle stand.
Can I look for other the same fungus that we saw in the body as we go back? Just around.
You could.
I mean, there's some on my pants, isn't there?
So you
Is there?
Yeah,
there is, I
because
could
I
just scrape that off.
accidentally touched it and wiped it
That's
off
true.
my hands.
Yes, you would have noticed that, Willow, probably. You have a pretty high spot hidden.
Okay.
So you might be able to grab that.
Can I kind of as everyone else is getting up? Could I get some of that off of your pants idea?
Some of the
This
fungus.
yes, just really quickly.
Okay.
You're afraid it might be dead samples of the fungus, given the fact that it was damaged, but it's better than nothing.
And it's
I'll allow it.
yikes.
Okay. Duly noted. So you put what you can into the test tube and then stopper the tube.
Yep. Okay. Shall we be on our way then?
All right. So yeah. So you all start walking back through the fungal forest once again. So oops. Uh-oh. There we go. Forbidden colors wash past your eyes as you walk through the rather dangerous clouds of spores. Your scarf gives some meager protection against the influx of malicious dust, shall you call it. And can you guys roll navigate
Okay.
to make your way back?
Okay, I'll let the
I
people at
will-
the front do that.
Okay. Shay's taking way at the back.
Let me look for. Okay.
Should I roll too? I'm towards the front. I don't know if I'm really doing that though.
I mean, Shay's your navigator. You might as well just let him tell you the path.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah,
just
I
let
figured.
Shay do his
Got a good
work. I
sense of
mean,
direction. All right. So you continue onwards, and you eventually manage to retrace your steps to a pretty moderate degree. You're about halfway back. You surmise it's a bit of a circular route, but it's
Okay.
better than cutting directly through this. You're not really sure what ridden bog. But Shay, you actually spot a small glistening red pot off to the side of the path, and you're pretty sure that since you're at the front, nobody else has seen it yet.
Oh, what?
A small glistening red pot.
Alright, I
think
go
backstory.
and take a closer look at what it is.
Do you want to be surreptitious about it? You want to make sure that no people don't see you investigating it, or
I'm just gonna like casually walk up. It's like, what's this? And like pick it
okay.
up, pocket it.
Are you gonna like at all prevent the other people from seeing this? Because this probably would fall under an illicit activity in their eyes.
I am large, so I will like position myself so that I like cover it up with my body.
Okay, given the fact that you're at the front, that's probably pretty easy to do. So you just kind of scoop it up, and
Yeah,
what are you gonna do with it?
just pocket it.
Okay, so you put it
Save
into
it
your
for
pocket.
later.
Save it for later. Yep, smart. And
What is this doing here?
yeah, so you guys see Shay kind of mutter and pick something up.
You open it and a face hugger pops out.
Let's go.
All right.
Nope. So you pardon me. Do okay. Fingers of black and red mushrooms rise from the sodden ground, and tendrils of white fungus form vast arches. An earthy smell pervades the air and follows you through the swamps like a lost dog. In the middle of a grove of rotting sacks on your way back, you find a plinth adorned with broken and twisted nameplates, which you didn't notice while you were walking from the front. I suppose none of you guys decided to look back at it a second time. The nameplates seem to be twisted in the shape of collars. Brabazon Work World has been imprinted on each one.
What? Sorry?
Brabazon
I
Work World.
That's one of the
so I know the meta lore about it. Would my character know about it?
Yeah, the Work Worlds are pretty famous.
Yeah,
Uh,
infamous, perhaps.
Hamish might have rather harsh feelings about it even.
Were these colonists from the work worlds?
Well, it does occur to you that the corpses that you saw earlier were somewhat old looking. You couldn't tell if that was just the decay.
Well, if they are, I can't imagine how they managed to get out of them. Those places are almost like prisons. Well, they practically are worse than prisons by several
Well,
degrees.
technically, people are released eventually from the work worlds, although by
Yeah,
then they've lost the entirety of their youth. To lose
yeah.
your youth and spend it in the lifespan of a mosquito, as far as everyone else is concerned, is well, in Hamish's words, somewhat of a raw deal.
Yep.
And then to have your life ended by fungus, well, it seems an injustice.
Well, as we're leaving, I'm just gonna kind of talk about it as we're leaving, like while we're walking, right? I'll just turn to Will and it's like, so were you able to guess why I was so passionate with that posh brat back in New Winchester? Well, mostly
I
because
know,
of
I
the
know.
I'm
The
envisioning
nobleman can be quite uppity.
I'm envisioning
Well,
Hamish just starting to like info drop on the middle of everyone else as you're walking, just kind of
yeah,
like starting to monologue, and everyone's like, "What the fuck?"
yeah. I
Do you
mean,
remember
well,
why I was?
yeah, Hamish is prone to do that.
Yeah, I think it fits
He's
Hamish.
a weird old guy, but
fair enough.
he takes out like his sword and half doing it. Um, and he says, "Well, it was mostly liquor, but I mean, there's not much to be done about it now. But London isn't exactly the kindest ruler to live under. Places like the work world are proof of that in my eyes. Clear proof. Any
They
of you
do
know
give
anyone who used to live in a work world?" I say as I continue
Ooh,
half
you're asking a
by.
risky question here.
I don't think so. I don't
Oh
think so.
yeah. Well, it's because he
Yes, the
lived
rest
in
of
the
you.
Khanate.
Yeah, the rest of you would probably be aware that asking that kind of question is kind of a veiled way to ask, because the only people that you would know from a work world are either insanely old, or escapees, which is well, you're not sure if you trust Hamish quite enough to divulge any information about escapees to him. Not that I'm sure if
Yeah.
any of you know any.
I guess
Those are some
Hamish will
dangerous
preface it by
questions you're
saying,
asking here, Hamish.
yeah, Hamish will preface it and say, I understand. Risky things to ask. None of you need to answer if you don't want. Either way, just the prattlings of an old man. Let's just continue
Yeah.
on to the ship.
Either way, your prattlings do kind of stir something within you, Hamish. It does feel quite cowardly, almost, to leave such unjustly treated people to rot in whatever fate they've met here.
Hmm.
You get a vague sense that
That
you're
is
not doing them
true.
justice.
That is
It
true.
may continue to gnaw at you should you pass up the opportunity.
Yeah, Hamish kind of thinks about it. Let me hold on. Okay, this is gonna be a weird thing I'm gonna ask. Is there a way I can roll a check against myself?
Like convince yourself to
sure.
go on?
I mean, if you want to just, I mean, you can RP it from a character standpoint and just like
Yeah.
decide what he would do. But if you really just want to leave it up and just see what happens, you could roll like willpower.
Okay. I guess
Contested willpower check incoming.
It's not. It
against
wouldn't be contested. It would just
stuff.
be. Yeah. How hard would you set the DC? How close to the first roll is this to Hamish?
Well, hold on. Where do I find willpower? Pepega.
It's just
That's at the
sorry.
very
I always say willpower because
it's you
power.
can find it if you go to paypal.com and you type in my name and just send me $200. That should do it.
Yeah, I see power. I see power. It's an ability,
Yeah.
right?
Success
maybe
or
I would say
hard success?
I would say a regular success would be probably like this is this is dear to his heart. A hard success would probably be like he knows some people from the work worlds. An extreme success would be like some of his close friends that we haven't specified in his backstories had to work at the work worlds and maybe died there or something.
I'll go with hard success.
Either way, this isn't okay.
Yeah.
So he definitely knows some people from work worlds, and we might have to incorporate that into his backstory.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it would make sense. But if it's hard, so like if we're talking
I'm
hard
assuming
success,
that meta you really want to investigate this spot of sport.
Yeah, a little bit. So meta, if it's hard success, does that mean like? Does that mean like
you would
I
need
should
to get a hard?
succeed?
Yes, you would want to succeed with a hard success to avoid it, I guess. I mean, we're kind of making this up on the fly here. This isn't, I think, a normal rule, unless I'm missing something. Okay, and you roll a 99. All right.
Well, Hamish just kind of
What a
stops for a
Chad.
second, and he
I'm
says,
assuming you don't want to push it because of RP reasons.
Yeah. I'll just look at Shay and say, "You know the rest of the way."
Yeah, it is this way.
Can I trust you to lead some of the others to back there, back to the ship?
What are you doing?
Well, there's just something that I seem to have forgotten. I'll be quick about it.
What is
I'll
it?
take Aja with me.
What?
It's nothing.
What?
Don't worry about it.
Will, this occurs to you as potentially a good time to grab some
mighty
samples.
suspicious right now. I can't say I trust you.
I'm not going after those fungi. I'm not that stupid, but I just feel like there's some unfinished business with those colonists.
This is where the narrator says he was that stupid.
I point my shotgun at him.
Whoa!
You're not going anywhere. Let's leave now.
Yeah, there's a bit of a strange look in Shay's eyes as he does so. I'm assuming that this is accurate, Shay. You can correct me otherwise, but I'm assuming. Okay, yeah. It's a bit of a wild look in his eyes.
Well, what's the hassle with you? I'm letting you head back to the ship. You don't have to do anything with me. I'm just gonna have a quick look back there. So, what's with the
quick look
threats
for
all of a
what?
sudden?
Put
A quick look
the
at
gun
what?
down, man. We are crew. We have to
Oh,
stick
sorry,
together.
you cut
He said a
Yeah.
quick look at what?
out.
That stuff get you?
Does anyone hear
Or is
Leo?
there
Or
some other reason?
Yeah,
Hello?
I do.
Yes?
I think
yeah, sorry.
John is losing connection here.
Yeah.
You good?
Oh, okay. No, I can hear you guys.
Okay. Yeah, he said he asked you a quick look at what?
Quick look at those collars we saw back there.
Collars? What collars?
The ones
They
labeled
they
Brabazon.
were emblazoned with the mark of those work worlds. That's why I asked about it.
You've probably
Why do you
heard of
want
them, Shay.
the chorus?
You know, let me do a quick lore drop for everyone who doesn't know what a work world is, because I think that there's at least 2 people here.
I
Yes,
can
the work
guess,
worlds.
but yes.
Yeah, work worlds are basically where they have people go and they basically warp time so that they're working for like 100 years, or usually it's around like 80-year sentences. And for everyone else, like an hour passes and they've finished 80 years of work, which is the reason why the sky has been able to be colonized in such a short amount of time, because they just have people from the work worlds building everything. It's a pretty miserable place to be. But yeah, anyways, sorry, continue.
Yeah, that's pretty fucked up.
Quite.
Yep.
What does it
Look.
matter to you? Do you know anyone who is at a work world?
Of course I do. Why else would I care about it so much?
Fine, make it quick.
All right then. I'll just motion for Aja to follow me, because Aja's the kind of guy I consider my bodyguard.
I guess I'll follow.
Lad. Yeah.
Why do you
I,
want the chorus, Captain?
I don't trust you. I'm
Well.
coming with.
All right. I'll just shrug and like follow or don't. Up to you. And I'll just keep walking off.
Oh, well, I'm following.
All right.
Okay.
So
What are the
I'm
rest
heading
of
back
you?
to that area.
I'm following to make sure he's not up to some funny business.
Yeah, plus you probably don't
Well,
want to be
then
left alone.
everyone's just following.
I mean, Willow hasn't
Yes.
technically officiated it.
Wait, wait, Shay, you said you were following too?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, come on, this is a great opportunity.
What if I'm just gonna head back towards the town then? I don't want to spend much more time here than I have to.
Where was that attitude from
Without
before?
anyone guarding you.
Yeah, I think we should all stay together. This is just a quick.
And we
Quick
should
one
all
back.
head back.
Well, you do have a torch and a pistol, Willow. I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
I'll be okay by myself,
All right then.
I think.
I'll trust you.
Kinda-
for this.
You kind of grip your loaded pistol, and myriads of thoughts cross your mind. But
But the samples.
Remember,
Sam-
that's our pay you're holding. Better not lose it or something. I point to the few samples he's held. But yes.
Why don't we
okay.
don't want anyone to go alone? At least one person should go with him.
I say we stick together.
I mean, I
If
agree. But
anybody's up to some funny business, the rest of us can deal with it.
yeah, Willow was acting pretty shifty earlier.
Willow, I'm not letting you out of my sight.
Okay, so it's all right, just meta, it's a question of who do you think is more sus? Hayes or I mean Hamish or Willow? I
Well,
He
keep
can
if
just
you're
go
gonna-
next.
Hayes.
Yeah, he
If
has
you're
a
gonna
shotgun.
stay
You guys have
here for
pistols, he can
longer-
drag both of you with him.
If you guys are going to stay here for longer, I'm going to use the time to collect some samples then. There's no other reason we should be out here.
I'll let you collect samples, but none of that
tentacle stuff,
We stay together.
that butter stuff.
Fine.
But okay. So I will begin heading back to the graves.
All right.
I feel like we've deliberated long enough.
Yes, you continue onwards then, and you eventually reach back to the collars, pushing past more fungal fronds. Despite you having hacked most of them away, they are persistent buggers, and many of them have already begun reforming their leering heads at you as you pass through.
Wow.
Right. Can I? Okay, so I guess I'll roll spot hidden to see if there's any like evidence of movement or like paths away from this place that might lead somewhere else, probably.
Sure, define somewhere else.
Hmm.
Basically maybe like I'm thinking looking for footpaths, like, you know, like kind of the ones that led us to that freaky corpse earlier, right? I'm
Okay.
looking for other routes, perhaps. But yeah.
Sure, go ahead and roll.
Can I push it?
Sure. It's okay. I was gonna say you might be in some danger. How are you pushing this?
So first Hamish will kind of investigate the collars, and he'll take one of them and kind of like stow them. And then you kind of like all of you around him, you kind of hear him mutter some like you know, old like salty like prayer, like Lord have mercy, you know, like something like that. And then he'll start as he's muttering, he'll kind of look around and just he seems to be eyeing the ground intently. He kicks aside some like fungi. He's like, damn it. And then he'll just kind of look harder, and it seems like it's starting to become evident that he seems to be looking for like different paths and stuff. But
Well, the most recent footpaths are from your feet.
yes,
Captain,
that's
The
are
other
you
most
done yet?
recent footpaths are
Can
the
we go?
ones that you were following. Beyond that, there's some faded footprints here and there. Wherever these
can I
colonists
follow
went. Yes, you're afraid that you'll have to return to your previous path.
the faded footprints go
Yes.
the way of that place. Okay, look, as Hamish realizes what he has to do, it's like, well, it's clear to
Captain?
me that most of you want to bugger out. Fine enough with me. Enough that you want to raise your guns against me. But I'm not going to budge on this. I owe it to these folk to find out exactly what happened to them. And if ye don't like it, then I'll let you return to the ship. That's my final offer.
Well, I'm going. Goodbye. Nice knowing you, Captain. You can go
All right.
kill yourself if you want.
As he sees Shay like walk off,
He has your biggest gun. Are you sure you want to just let him walk off? He's also your best shot with it.
Well, I mean, if he doesn't want to stick around, and he probably wants to keep his weapon, the way I see it, right?
Well, maybe you just need to do some more convincing.
Shay doesn't seem like the type to budge on anything. So,
okay. I'm just saying, meta shotguns are the best weapons in the game.
The way Hamish sees it, it's like, well, will Shay have any other weapons if we were to take his shotgun?
His fists.
Oh, okay. And then I'll just like, well, let me think about whether this would make sense or not.
The rest of you guys can
I
also
mean-
try to pull him along or make other calls in the meantime. It doesn't all have to be Hamish. You guys are all players.
Yeah.
You guys exist, right?
Willow's gonna be
Question mark?
busy looking very scared as this all happens.
I think we should
very much
stay
occupied.
together. It's not much further, right, Captain?
Well, if we want to stay together, then it's either we go back or we don't stay together.
I'm
Up to
staying.
you.
There's no way I'm looking back all that way. Like an idiot in a shotgun.
Well, suit yourself. You won't have
Yeah.
me.
You can go if you wish, but I will stick with the captain.
Okay. I'll just try to do some convincing here. I'll just be like, all right, you want to leave us to die? Fine, but the path you're traveling back is bound to be far less dangerous than the path we're traveling towards. So, I'll give ye my rifle if you give me your shotgun.
Why would
We
I want
agree
your
on that
rifle
trade?
instead of a shotgun?
Well,
What?
because the path you're traveling is far less dangerous. Is it really that much?
Well, why do you want to go?
Well, this matters to me, Shay. Maybe you don't understand because you're a lily-livered coward who runs off at the first sign of danger. So Hamish is
Quite
like
the
starting to
accusation.
get like visibly
is
pissed
spitting-
now.
Spitting bars here. Yeah, he's verbally pissed too.
Look at this senile old man who doesn't know what he's talking about. Fine, go find out yourself. I'm taking the
senile,
shotgun.
huh?
Fuck you.
Well, maybe that fungus did more damage to that head of yours than I thought, huh? Or whatever you saw in that wreckage. Maybe you
we
left
are
that crew
supposed
to
to-
die too, didn't you? That's right. Maybe you did.
Wait, hold on. What did he say? Say again?
Maybe you left that crew to die too, didn't you?
Yes, I did, because I couldn't do anything. I did what I could to survive. And the others, they were dead before I could even lift a finger. And that's why. You can call me a coward. You can call me whatever you want, but I'm not going in there.
Run along back then. So I guess Hamish will just continue onwards. But he'll just kind of look to the rest of you and just say, I'll leave it up to you. I won't begrudge any of you if you follow him. And I won't care if any of you decide to stick with me. It's all up to you.
You all stand in silence as the fungus slowly festers in the side beside you.
We are crew. We are supposed to be like
Yeah, tell
family.
that to your captain who just
This one
blew
is
off.
not family yet, but perhaps maybe.
Some kind of crew we are with a captain like that. First thing we're getting back, I'm out. I want out.
Very well. And Adja will go with the captain. Yeah.
I guess Walter will follow the two tentatively.
Okay. And I guess it's down to Hayes.
Yeah, I mean, I've made my decision, Shay. You can fuck right off.
Fuck you too.
Shay seems to be the unpopular candidate here. And what are you guys' responses then? It seems everyone's decided their courses.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Any parting words?
Have fun in the woods by yourself.
I flip them off.
Bite your thumb at him.
Hamish
I reciprocate.
spits.
Goodbye.
Yes, they're both sailors. You wouldn't want to get into a cussing contest with either of them. So then you
Goodbye.
guys are off?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah. It's It's like everyone's like, and then Aja and Will are just like, guys.
Yeah. So then you start out, and I'll go over Shay's first. You figure it might be a good time to take off the edge after such a tense argument.
Yes, of course.
Would you like to do that?
Yes, I would.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay.
Wait,
All right.
did
So
you bring something with you? Did you bring
no, but he
gang
did
weed?
I
find
didn't.
something.
I didn't bring
Oh,
something.
okay. Oh, the pot. Yes. Pot.
Okay. So you take the pot and kind of uncork it, and the smell of honey wafts into your nostrils. A very potent smell, a very pungent smell. It's a little bit off, but oh well. It's probably not the highest quality, you figure, as you open it up and with shaking fingers let the honey go down your lips. And can you roll intellect as you do this?
Yeah.
Actually, sorry, roll sanity as you do this.
Shan?
Not intellect. Yes.
Yikes.
Ooh, okay. So you shakily put the honey down your throat, and as your teeth mash the honey and you start to swallow, suddenly the taste begins to turn very, very abruptly into another not quite unfamiliar taste. Your sinuses begin to flare and shudder as you drop the lid of the honey pot down to the ground, and it falls to the ground, dripping with violet ink. As you realize that you
God
you
damn it.
pause and look down at the ground, you realize that you haven't picked up a honey pot after all, and you start to feel the spores circulate through your body. Some kind of a trick, some kind of a delusion.
Uh-oh.
Perhaps the
This
others
does
set
not
you up
sound
here.
good.
Your breathing starts to get faster,
crap.
and can you make a Constitution check?
Constitution.
Yes,
Ooh,
you've already
yikes.
rolled sanity. Oh boy. And can you slash roll? In this scenario, roll. Actually, how much did you lose from your earlier one? 6 out of. Okay. Can you roll 1d8 and then subtract? And if it's higher than 2, then you lose 2 instead. Okay, so you lose 2 sanity. There's a rule for
Okay.
getting used to it. But you are currently in a state of what we call underlying madness in Call of Cthulhu. So after you've suffered a bout of madness, you, well, as you've just learned, there's a possibility that you have delusions, which can be both helpful and harmful in different scenarios. Helpful as as the corpse looking like a log, for example, and harmful as well, your recent plunder, shall we say. And in this state of underlying insanity, your phobias become much more manifest, as you noticed. But also, does anyone know what happens if you lose sanity while your mind is in a fragile state? Just curious. Rules question.
Is it a bout of madness? I don't know.
Yes. If you're in underlying sanity,
Oh
insanity,
no, poor Shay. Just get
there is-
Augers, dude. Let's go.
there is no
I-
one
I-
around to
This
see
is
what
gonna
happens.
be-
So
it's
Shay,
like-
can you roll a d10?
Okay.
I
this is
love
brutal.
how Shay's arc is basically fuck you. I'm gonna get crunk. I'm gonna go slonk a fat one.
Okay. All right. Duly noted. So Shay, you're going. Can you roll another d10, please, for how long it lasts? Ooh,
Augers,
9
dude.
9 hours. Whew.
Let's go.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is where the fun begins.
It is where the fun begins for me and where the fun ends for Shay.
No, this is-
Don't worry.
We about to
Don't
do
worry.
some gaming.
Shay's adventure is not over.
No.
Me and Leo, we're character masochists. We do
We do some
seeing our characters being trolled.
I'm glad that you took the delusion so well. the keeper is not always the nicest narrator when it comes to Call of Cthulhu. All right, so the rest of you guys are trudging through the swamps, hacking and slashing, and Willow, you managed to catch light of the cloud once again, seeing it drifting lazily through the air. Ooh, would you like to follow it?
Okay. Yes.
Well then. Well, you're the one who put him up to this, Mr. Hamish. Don't you start chickening out now.
Well, yeah, I know this is meta, but I'll just
I know, I'm just kidding.
I'll look at Will and be like, well, you mentioned something about a cloud earlier. I'm not sure if I want to go near it, but
Well, you could
hey,
follow.
where are you going? I said, where are you going?
As you look back, Willow will already be setting off and isn't really listening to what you're saying.
Yes. Willow's not an idiot, so you're not gonna go in and inhale the spores or anything. But you're intent on following this, I suppose. So then you you scramble after Willow, pushing off the beaten path, and Willow, you're kind of just pushing fungus past you as you walk through the forest. The oily, slippery, fungal excretions covering your hands by the end of it, and it does not take long to locate the source as you push through the fungal pustules.
Okay.
It is once you reach a clearing, a wobbling tower of dripping purple mushroom, almost 20 feet tall. And
Nice.
in a certain light, you all burst into the clearing after Willow and raise your torches. In a certain light, it looks as though several smaller purple caps have fused together like a circle of dancers covered in aspic. Surrounding the tower, like guardsmen succumbed to siege and disease, lie bodies thoroughly filled with fungus. This is the motherlode of all samples.
No, you started robofying in the middle of the description.
Oh, that's
He's not robofying for me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you might have just cut out
now
there.
it's stopped. Now it's stopped.
Do you need me to repeat it?
Well, you mentioned it's like guardsmen standing around like in a siege, but they're like gross purple mushrooms.
Well, they're collapsed on the ground. They're like guardsmen who've succumbed to a siege. They lie on the ground thoroughly filled with fungus. It's not unlike, ironically, the Mongolian hordes using bubonic plague against their enemies. Ironic because Aj is here.
I'll just
can you guys
for everyone to stop.
Can you guys roll sanity?
I was wondering when you'd ask.
Yeah.
Things will go great here. Things did not go great here.
I am very sane. Very good sane.
I am very sane. I am not very sane.
I am very sane. Okay, so
oh, you're on your thing.
Success, failure. Hamish, how many sanity points have you lost today?
Not. Oh wait, should I have subtracted the 4 I rolled? I'll do that.
Yeah, probably.
Okay.
Everyone's keeping track of their sanity, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Willow and Hayes, you both just lose one.
Oh crap. Sorry.
How much am I losing?
You lose 1 every time invariably.
No, not every time invariably. Like when, for example, when you saw the tendrils attacking the corpse, you only lost 0.
So I rolled my earlier check, but like ignore the recent one. Ignore the success.
Actually, there's an argument to be made. What was your level of success? Regular. Okay. No, you guys still lose 1. I guess if you got extreme, then I'd maybe let you lose 0. But yeah, it depends on the roll. Some things are like 1 invariably. Some things are like 0 invariably. Like if you saw like a mangled cat dead body, you'd be like, ugh. You might lose nothing, or you might like lose 1d2 or 1d3. If you saw like a dead body, if you're hardened to it, it might be like 0 or it might be 1. or like 1d4. But then if you saw like Yogg-Sothoth, you always lose 1d10, and if you fail a sanity roll, you lose 1d100 sanity. So
Nice,
it's a little
Oh
silly.
wow.
Although it's up to the keeper's discretion, it could pump it to be quite more, but you won't be encountering Yogg-Sothoth here.
Yoggers, poggers.
Yoggers.
Moment.
How
Um,
much am I losing in
Don't
this
talk about
case?
the god named Shub.
Aja, you are losing. How much did you lose from the corpse?
Who?
2. Okay, then yeah.
I've lost
Roll.
4 in total today.
What's your total sanity?
34 now.
Uh-oh. Okay, so Aja, you're gonna suffer about a menace. So Aja, you only lose 3 sanity, or you might suffer about a menace, I should say. You only lose 3 sanity. Basically, you've gotten used to the sight of these to an extent. So can I have you roll intellect? And then Hamish, you're also gonna lose 1d4 minus the amount that you lost earlier.
Oh boy. Success.
Oh, minus.
Let's
Okay.
go.
So 1d4 minus, like, let me see what I rolled earlier.
No, just roll the 1d4 plus 1. You rolled a 4, so you can lose a maximum of 1 more sanity. Actually, you'll always lose. So yeah, you lose 1 more sanity.
Oh, okay. So it's just 50, not 51. It's down to 55, I guess. Or
Yeah.
I'm keeping track of it, by the way.
55.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. So you should have lost 5 by now. Okay, so Aja, you the mythos of this is anathema to your mind, and I'm going to send you what happens for your bout of madness. Actually, I don't.
Nothing.
I forgot.
I swear, if
I
he
have
rolls the
regenerated
pants
you.
thing, oh my gosh.
No, you're okay. Aja, you just fall over.
You just fall over.
You just fall over and faint. And can you roll 1d10 or 1d6? Sorry.
Have fainted. I rolled.
You
Let's
fainted
go.
for 6 rounds.
Fainting has occurred.
So it's not really like Aja to just faint in the middle of this, but he just kind of drops.
Wow. Wow. Should I roll intelligence too?
How much did you? No, you have a pretty high willpower, so you need to lose 1 more sanity point before you have a chance to fall into a bout of madness. I guess I didn't check Hayes or Willow's,
I
but
succeeded.
yeah, no, Willow's you're chilling. And then Hayes, you're also Hayes has a shitload of willpower.
Yeah.
Okay, you're fine. Yeah.
Oh.
So
Wow.
both of you guys are
Huh.
okay. I don't think you guys can see each other's character sheets, but it doesn't matter. So what's your course of action as Aja hits the ground like one of the so many other corpses around here?
Okay, wait. So who's unconscious?
Aja.
Me, the big Mongolian
Oh,
dude.
okay. That's
Yep.
it. Or wait, didn't Hamish go crazy or something?
No,
Hamish is
Hamish is
fine.
chilling. He's one off from potentially getting
Oh,
knocked
okay.
out.
All right.
I mean, Shay went really
Shit.
went a little sussy, but Shay's gone.
Who's gonna carry the can?
All right. So is this sufficient evidence to like thoroughly like determine what happened to the colonists? Like, would this be sufficient
Well, it
to
is enough to determine.
land
say
where
so.
it's going to report?
And second question, is there somewhere I can get samples?
Absolutely yes. And Hamish, are you sure that this is enough to do them justice?
I
Are you sure
think
that
at
this is
this
enough to
point,
do? After seeing the source of their fate, are you sure that you can just leave these people unavenged?
you're
Your torch
really trying
burns.
to tempt me
Your
here,
torch
huh?
burns the spores as a couple of gouts of flame puff from it as some fungally infested insects pass into its fire.
Okay. Well, you know what? Hamish understands what he needs to do.
But I mean,
Hey.
Willow, come on.
Yeah,
Hayes
is there
gonna-
someplace I can get stuff here?
Yes.
So-
So you start pressing on, and Hamish, what do you want to do?
What I'll do first is kind of cover my mouth with like my elbow, right, and wrap my
Yeah,
scarf
you're already
way
scarfed
tighter.
up.
and
Okay.
then
Double down.
I'll kind of raise my torch with I think anyone who's looking at Hamish right now kind of understands his intent, and he'll look at Hayes and hope and nod, like hopefully like you know what to do, right? Like kind of like that motion.
I
How does
absolutely
he?
don't.
Hayes
I'm
just
gonna
says
pull.
that out loud.
Uh,
He's seen this look
Hamish
before, and he is not one to worry about, I guess.
Hamish
What's the
shrugs
word?
and he just kind of points
Symbolism?
towards a torch, like
Torch.
we're gonna
Tower,
burn it
now.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. All right, I'll check the thing at it.
Your torch. You're gonna just chuck it right now, or are you gonna approach it? Okay. In that case, you're gonna want to roll throw.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Hamish, it sounded like you wanted to walk up to the tower and light it. And at the very least,
No,
I think
that's
Willow is gonna protest that he at least wants to get the samples before you
that.
start
Well,
lighting
okay.
everything on fire.
Is Shay stronger than me? I mean,
Shay's
sorry,
not
not well.
here.
Shay's
I
obviously
totally missed.
stronger than, but he's also not here.
Okay,
I
yeah,
mixed up his
you're
name with Hayes. Sorry, like I
Yeah. Is Hayes stronger
yeah.
than you? I have
Uh,
no idea.
Hayes is pretty strong, but he's also short.
60 strength.
well, what's your
Yeah,
throw? What's your throw? Because the only thing
He's
that matters
20.
right now is throw.
I think both
Yeah.
of you
He's
guys
20
can
as
throw.
well. Oh man.
Yeah. So Hayes
damn.
chucks his torch, and it's unfortunately it's not quite as balanced as you're used to throwing, especially because you're used to throwing knives. It's kind of like when you become really good at a video game and then you try to play it on like with some terrible weapon, and it's like, oh, I'm not used to this at all. Even though I'm really good at doing this, I'm really bad at it. Just because of sheer shock. So it just kind of like tumbles into the ground and hits the ground. It doesn't even manage to hit one of the corpses. Maybe that's for the better, I suppose. You're not desecrating them, but you're not really cleansing them either. And it continues to burn lazily in the light. Its flames have turned a pallid yellow color due to the violet spore somehow.
Okay. Hamish will engage his think spell.
So Willow, what do you want to do while Hamish is engaging his think? You've been wanting to collect some samples, and it's looking like you might want to operate quickly before these guys set the entire thing on fire.
Are there some like small mushrooms towards the base of the
Yes, there's some rather choice looking ones.
Hayes is gonna pick up or try to pick up Aja.
Okay.
Yeah.
What are you
Well,
gonna try to do
actually,
with that?
Aja had a torch, right?
Thank
Aja
you.
had a torch, right?
He did.
Oh.
Take his torch too. I say. And I'll be like, all right, so we can't get close to it because there's no way
So
in hell
Willow,
I'll get
you've
close
gotten
to it.
close to
but-
it. Willow
I've
has
gotten
gotten
close to it. Can I take? I assume I have like a knife or some sort of thing somewhere.
Yeah, you take out a.
Can I
small,
cut a little mushroom off?
Can I
Yeah, a
just
small
say
blade
I'm
that you
not
prepared
paying
for this.
attention to Willow while he's doing
Okay,
it?
yeah, sure, that's
Just because
funnier.
I'm so focused. Yeah.
So your torches burn before the membrane of the mushroom cap. The air smells like burning oil. Shreds of tendrils smolder and writhe as the veil of the mushroom tower parts after you pick that one off, unleashing some spores that float just very lazily towards you.
Uh-oh.
I don't think Hamish has noticed this yet. Maybe maybe
I have
Hayes,
not.
or actually Hayes is picking up Aj. So you're kind of like, Hamish, continue your monologue. Why don't you?
I'll just look at Hayes. Oh my gosh, I mix up Shay and Hayes so much. But I'll look at Hayes and be like, look, let's see if we can find a place where the fire can spread closer to the tower, but we don't want to get too close to it, just as a safety precaution. So can I kind of roll spot hidden to see if maybe there's like a like place where I can light the flame and the flame can spread from there towards the tower, like trying to not get too close to it. Okay.
You can roll spotted and both do that and finally realize what's going on. Okay. So yeah, there's sorry, what were you trying to look for again?
A good place to start the fire with our torches without getting too close to the tower.
Okay. Yeah, there's some corpses that kind of make a little bit of a trail. You figure with a little bit of luck, the flame will be able to leap between them. Sorry, Hayes, you were saying something, and then I'm gonna get back to the description of the fungus. Fungus.
Well,
I was just
well, oh yeah, Hayes, go ahead.
Fungus.
I was just saying that I was gonna make a roll too, but mine failed, so whatever.
Okay. Well, you can push it if you want to. But you do definitely notice the spores coming towards you now, or more importantly, coming towards Willow. And Willow, one of the spores kind of changes course in the air as you are you backing away, or are you just kind of?
I've taken the sample, right?
Yes, you've taken a
Okay.
particularly nice looking mushroom. It doesn't look too
can I-
mature, but it looks rather large and fruitful. Taking kind of a clump of dirt.
I will start heading back towards everyone rather quickly now.
So you
Willow, you brainlet!
and,
What are you doing?
one of the spores changes course in the air to ensure that it does not miss you. And as it alights upon your torch's flame, an acrid smell of cindrus oil puffs out. And the tower
Okay.
begins to shudder.
I'm going to start running now.
Okay.
So, just to
and
clarify,
Hamish,
when it
what's
got close, was the cloud repulsed by the flame, or did it have a different reaction to it?
No, it seems to have a different reaction. As one, or actually, here I'll describe to you. Just give me your initial reaction as soon as there's kind of that puff cindrus oil, and I'll tell you what the spores do.
Okay.
Singing a little
Well,
more.
he'll just be like, he'll be like, oh my gosh, Willow, what are you doing? Oh my gosh, right? Well, actually, I won't say it like that. I won't say it like that. Willow, what the hell are you doing? Are you trying to get yourself? What is that cloud? That's his reaction.
And Hayes. Hayes?
First off, should I make a roll to pick up Atcha?
Oh, no, you're just picking him up. It's not like he's resisting or anything. Unless you're like,
routine checks.
What's your build?
I am very small.
Go to combat.
Sorry?
Go to your combat.
Oh,
See,
combat.
Your build's your build is 0. You have 60 plus 50. Yeah, your build is 0. And then your damage bonus is also 0. Let me see. Aja, your build is also 0. Wait, you guys have the same build technically. You have the same size and the same strength, believe it or not. So yeah, you're that's no problem at all for you. You're a seasoned sailor. You can pick them up. So you hoist them onto your back, and what's your reaction as you see the spore puff? Oh wait, I have a sound effect for that, don't I? As you see the spore puff on Willow's torch.
I'm gonna shout out. Willow, look over here. Sergeant, Hamish is down.
Look over towards. Okay.
Hamish, Will is down.
I know.
Oh, he's pulling a fast one.
Okay, so Willow, you kind of like turn your focus, and Hamish, you and Hayes watch as synchronous movement alights across the clearing as Willow kind of like continues to run across it slowly. Your torches burn a ghastly yellow as the lazy violet spores, clad in that pale flaxen glow from your torches, land upon the prostrate bodies about you. And in a moment of pure abject horror, the bodies begin to shudder and rise.
No.
Can you guys all roll sanity?
Oh, that is a very bad vibe.
Not me though, right?
Okay.
No, not you.
Just barely. Just barely.
Wow, that is close. Hayes, you're gonna lose 1. Hamish, can you roll 1d10, and then Willow, can you also roll 1d10?
Okay, I will roll my 1d10.
Wow, you are the luckiest MF alive.
The luckiest. Do I add anything to 1d10?
No, just 1d10. That's big enough already, I think.
7.
That's why. Make an intellect check. So the you watch corpses literally rise from the dead, seemingly, as they begin to shudder about you. Can you make intellect?
If Shay is
All
dead,
right.
if Shay is dead, I want a
Wow.
ghostly voice to say, I told you so, dumbass.
Intelligence. Like, is that a 53 versus? So like, I think you can't luck that, right? You can't luck that, right?
Oh, right. I need to roll intelligence too, right?
No, you can't luck sanity, nor can you luck
Failing
intelligence
intelligence is good in this
in this
case,
scenario.
though.
But yeah,
Yes,
you are
want
right. You are
to
right.
fail.
That is
Yeah,
true.
you don't want. Yeah, you don't want to luck that. I think you might have
I'm
forgotten
counting
that.
on Hamish being a himbo here. I don't want to.
Okay,
I don't
so
want to
you
comprehend this.
lose 7 sanity from seeing that, and describe to me your involuntary reactions to this anathema of your mind.
I hate to say it,
Shoot.
but that asshole Shay, he was right. We're leaving.
No, really rolling anything, unless that's your breaking point, is it?
Wait, did I thought I failed sanity, right?
Yeah, but you have to lose. You only lost 1 point. You rolled a 1.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
You have to reach. Yeah, you have to reach a breaking point of 1/5 of your total sanity.
Okay.
So for you, it's going to be
Wait, 12?
12 points. Yeah.
Okay. Huh.
Hamish has lost a fair few,
Okay.
especially
Yeah.
from just this one go. For some reason, this character sheet has popped down for me.
Weird.
Can
Yes.
I roll like a natural world check, like just to figure out like if I've heard anything about anything like this? Animated corpses?
Yes, you can. And as the creatures shudder to life, I need Hayes and Willow both to make another roll, because you have not fully you have not gotten
Another
quote
sanity
unquote
roll?
used to the horror. Yes, you need to make another sanity roll. So Hamish, you're protected because you've already lost the maximum amount of
Wow.
sanity in this scenario.
Wow.
Okay, so then you guys will lose a measly 1 sanity, I believe. Oh no, 0 sanity. From this.
Wow.
Basically just seeing these things
Easy.
shambling
Not
towards you.
even.
But
not even scared for a second.
so you heft Aja onto your back, and I'm assuming you guys. What do you want to do here? You want to fight these things? Or?
No, I'm not gonna fight these things.
Okay, well they want to fight you.
I'm just going to start. I'll just motion for people to follow me, and I'll start kind of bolting towards the fungal forest, if at all possible.
Yes. Why don't you all give me a Constitution check?
Okay.
Oh baby, we're gonna get some spice done
You guys should probably try to succeed this. I think that's the play.
Yes.
Thank
that would be
you.
a wise choice.
here. Nice.
So, oh boy. Okay. Then
Can I like that?
Yeah, you can if you really want to.
Okay.
Can you?
So what we're doing here is we are setting up a. Oh yes, this decides how much you get to move.
Okay,
So
yeah, I'll luck
Hamish, are you gonna try to luck or push this? Keep in mind, if you push this and fail this, you'll probably lose even more speed.
Right now my speed is just kind of slow because I failed it, right?
Your speed is gonna be your move rating -1. What's your move? 7. So it's gonna be 6, which means you're gonna be pretty fucking slow.
Okay, well.
Yeah, you guys are gonna want to type your move rating or draw your move rating or whatever next to it.
Where is move?
It should be in your combat.
Oh, okay.
Setting up the chase is always the slowest part, but once we get to actually have a bunch of fungus-ridden corpses running after you, or fungus-ridden colonists running after you, it should get a little more pitched.
Am I the guy on the right?
Yeah, I'm using that as a temporary for you because I didn't get your response until.
Well, I won't try to push it.
I
feel like I feel like I don't want to. Well, actually, let's see.
Make sure that you're writing your
65,
move rating
right?
and your move action.
Oh, sorry. I don't know how to wait.
So how do I edit that?
Huh? What do you mean?
I'm
Or do I just like?
Just press drawing and just draw a little
Oh,
thing.
okay.
Freehand.
uh I'm gonna push my
Button.
con.
Okay. So you've also failed, Hayes. So you are going to be at -1. So your move rate -1.
Okay.
What was your
I
roll,
failed.
Willow?
For what? For con?
Constitution? Yeah.
Oh, I don't think I rolled that. Sorry.
Okay, I
One
need you to
second.
roll it. All right, Hamish, you are going
Let's
to have
go.
a 5.
A 5.
You are going to
Okay.
be yes, you are by and away going to be the slowest one here.
Okay,
So
cool.
Hayes, you have a
Awesome.
failure here unless you decide to luck it.
I did. I liked it.
Okay, then your move rate is going to be normal, which is going to be 8 for you. Yep. And Willow, we have a
Maybe I should.
60. Your move rate is going to be 1 less.
Maybe I should get like a -1 because I'm carrying Aja.
Yeah, probably. Aja, can you also roll for yours just in case you come awake in the middle of this?
So
So we can figure it out now.
erase.
So yeah, Willow, you should have 7. You should have a 7 as well. Oops.
Wait, I'm rolling Constitution?
Yes.
Bam. Hard success. Hit comes up.
Okay, hard success. Then yeah, you get 1 extra. Okay, then with that, a little bit of chase setup done. Aja, you will have a 9 should you wake up in the middle of this and are not just killed while you were unconscious.
Cool.
Allow me to place these here and give them a little movement rating. 8, 9, 10. Oops, that is all written in the wrong layer.
Wow. Horrifying.
So these things are very fast. Now, one final bit of chase setup. There are 3 different groups of ghouls. I'm going to refer to them as that. Although technically they don't use the ghoul stat block. Whatever. I guess technically ghoul has attached information in Call of Cthulhu. But anyways, so Hamish, you are going to be in the back. Let's see. You're going to be together no matter what. You're going to be in the middle, and you're on the same space. So all of these guys can be wherever they want. These ghouls are on the outer end of the ring. These ghouls are with you, and these ghouls are pursuing you. Basically, you guys are in the center of the ring of creatures. So, dexterity-wise, we have also our neat little turn order up here. But anyways, we will commence a little bit more ambience. So the ghouls will make one last shuddering motion as they stand and look towards you with fungal encrusted faces, each sporting
Gross.
signs of old age on them. And they will let out a terrible scream and begin chasing after you.
Oh,
So
I think we're all fine.
Why is there
this
boss
is
music?
some unscared. This is
you are first.
this is
Mr.
scary.
Hayes. You have 2 movement actions. Let me sort out movement actions while we're talking here, while we're sitting here. So Hayes, what do you want to do? You have 2 actions.
Okay. Give me a second. I
can't
think I
hear you,
will.
Oh, am I?
Oh yeah. For some reason, it's no. It's just for some reason the music's like playing really
can adjust the
loud.
music
I need to.
You can turn it down in roll 20.
Yeah. For me, it's not a problem, but I guess that's some people have different preferences. But you can go into master music volume and roll 20 and change things from there.
I didn't like set. Da, 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 da. Okay, well I'll figure it out later. Okay, so the first thing I will want to do is lift a rifle and shoot one in the leg.
Also, I figure
So-
Kaz might like the music that we used for this, but I don't know.
Am I like
A little
what?
bit experimental. You might be a fan of the music that we used throughout this campaign. It's a little more of the experimental kind of stuff that you might like. I don't know. Anyways, but I don't know. So Hamish, you'd like to take a crack shot at one of these with your rifle. Go ahead and roll your attack.
yeah, specifically I want
by
to
the way,
aim
there's
for the leg.
Okay.
All right. Just roll rifle.
Yes.
Oh. Oh wow. Hard
Oh,
success.
nice. So you
Okay.
fire a powerful shot into the legs of one of them. Can you roll your damage, which is going to be bop, bop. I guess I forgot to check how much, what kind of rifle you have here. That is my bad. So let's say roll luck really quickly.
Oh, okay. That's a fun thing to roll. I got a hard success.
Okay. So you have a pretty nice rifle. Let's say you have actually, yeah, let's say that you have a fairly large caliber rifle with a fairly powerful. It'd be the equivalent of like probably an M1. So a very, very strong rifle. Actually, maybe an M1's a little overkill. More like a carbine. Go ahead and roll 2d6 plus 1.
All right then, 2d6 plus 1. You got it, Chief. Let me. You had 1. All right. That's a 10.
Wow, nice.
Average roll.
So given the decaying flesh, you don't get quite as much of an effect as you would on a normal human. They don't lurch from pain. The bullet passes right through them, taking a chunk of fungus and a chunk of flesh along with it. But the creature does not drop. And there are countless of them. If you'd like to roll some kind of appraisal roll to figure out how many there are, you can. But let's just say that there's at least a colony's worth. In the meantime, wait a minute. Why are you going? I guess you had a gun, so you have plus 50 to your dexterity. Huh. I misspoke, and it actually worked out. Wow, I'm just so smart. Willow, you have your gun out, right?
I would assume so. I would hope so.
And you have plus 50 to your dexterity as long as you shoot that gun.
Plus 50?
Yep. You can choose to ignore this bonus. It's just because you have a gun out, you can immediately shoot it. In Call of Cthulhu, they treat that as having a big bonus to your dexterity because you can basically just.
And I rolled dex to shoot it.
No, you roll your fighting. You roll your fighting.
Is there much point in shooting one when there's thousands? You might just want to run.
There's not thousands. Thousands is an overstatement. There's like 100.
Okay. Same difference.
I mean, yeah.
Is it just the 3 immediately on us, or?
No, those are just 3 groups. Each one is a significant percentage. One of them is about half. The fastest ones are like 13% of them, and then the
13% of them like
35%
zombies, or
it's like
I guess
13 or so.
Okay. And they're completely surrounding us.
Yes, you might want to move quickly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there like a path through them I could find?
Well, you could try rolling navigate.
Okay. That I will do. Where is navigate? Okay.
No, you've got no idea how to get a clean path through them.
I am going to push that.
Ooh, okay. This might cost you. This is going to cost you your action, but if you succeed on the push roll, I'll let you take the path as well.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
You know what? That works.
That is lucky. Okay, so you. What would you like to do with your? Wait a minute. You have to shoot your gun if you want to take this bonus to dexterity, by the way.
I was planning on just running with it, just running and not firing.
You don't get the bonus.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, so we're gonna belay this to your later turn. I'm getting all confused here, because it is technically all of the ghoul group's turns. So this group is going to shamble closer and kind of start trying to block your exit. So they kind of start to emanate this like cloud of spores about them as they spread out along the ring. They're very slow, but they're frighteningly coordinated as they move to stop you. But the group that is on the same spot as all 3 of you is these creatures are going to all attack you. So their fungal-ridden claws and spore-infested breath assail you as Hayes, a number of them, will say, roll luck. And then Willow, roll luck as well.
Okay.
And then Hamish, if you could also roll luck, that'd be good. Actually, no, Hamish. you're
Oh
fine.
wow.
Either way,
Okay.
you're fine. Okay.
Luck.
Yes.
I'm
Yuck.
one lucky bastard this game.
Can I luck
Yes.
my luck roll? Yeah?
No, that's not allowed. So with Hayes being lucky, it makes it so that Willow is going to be less lucky as more of them will converge onto
No
him and not
lucker.
onto Hayes.
Oh no.
So Hayes, two of them kind of stagger towards you, seemingly like strangely unperturbed by everything else. But Willow, almost 6 of them alight upon you. And Hayes, the 2 will attack you. Would you like to dodge or fight back against the first attack?
Okay, so fight back is. I guess I'll fight back.
Okay.
So make an attack roll, right?
Yes. Wow. Holy schnuggles. Okay, so since it's not your turn, you don't get the extreme impale damage that you would normally get, but you still get to easily beat back the ghoul's attack, which would have otherwise hit. Can you describe this to me? Your
Right,
frantic knife swings as it attacks you.
I'm kind of. I'm just holding Aja with one of my hands, and I'm just kind of like waving my knife around, and then one of them kind of goes in to try to claw at me, and I slice its belly open.
Ooh, nice. Yeah, so you make a large slice across it, releasing another puff of spores. Roll for damage. We'll say that this is a large knife, so 1d6.
Okay.
I think we decided that earlier, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, right, I have more. Yes.
I'll go through.
It says that you're typing.
Yeah, but it's not.
Do you want me to roll it?
Here we are. There we go.
Oh,
Okay.
there we go. 4. Not bad. So you make a slice across it, avoiding its attack, but the other one is going to have an easier time hitting you. And its diseased claws, or I guess not diseased, it's sporific claws, sporadic, even though that's not technically the proper use of the word, rake across your side. And actually, yeah. Actually, no, they don't. Oh, you're right. You're literally just barely lucky. Not even with the bonus dice. Now, Willow, on the other hand, I don't think there's any way that you don't get unlucky here. Willow,
Oh yeah.
the first creature attacks you. Would you like to dodge or fight back?
I will dodge.
Okay. Roll your dodge then.
Okay.
All right. It just barely misses you. You managed to avoid it, but the other ones then have bonus dice because of the outnumbered rule. Very sorry about that. 10d100. Actually, not 10d100 slash roll 5d100 slash roll 5d10. Okay. Hits, miss. Wow. Oh, that's gonna hurt.
Oh no.
That's gonna hurt. Okay. So 2 of them managed to strike you and bite at you. So a slash
Okay.
of claws cuts through your body, dealing dealing 5 damage as it cuts into your body, leaving a deep gash. The other one, however, bites onto you and attempts to hold you there. So let me see. Dealing another 4 damage as its
Okay.
overgrown teeth sink into your body. Somehow these things are not just corpses. They're actually, judging by the size of its strange teeth, somehow growing.
Uh-huh.
And it will take you a strength roll to dislodge this creature as its mouth is clamped onto you.
Will that be a full action?
Yes, it'll take an action to do that, assuming you even succeed. And oops, accidentally started whispering. Hamish, what did you roll
Yes.
for your luck?
So, oh, I didn't roll my luck yet.
Okay,
I'll
then
do it right now.
do that for me now.
Success.
Also, am I awake yet?
No, it's been one combat round technically,
Okay.
or one since
Yeah, I rolled
one
a
since I
success
last
for my
messaged you.
luck.
Okay. So then for you, you have 3 of them attacking you right now. So they're going
Funny.
to. The first attack comes towards you, despite your rifle shot. It manages to stagger towards you. Are you gonna dodge or fight back?
I have a better chance if I fight back, so I'm gonna try to roll my brawl to try and fight
Okay,
back.
so you're gonna swing at it with your rifle.
Yeah, like the butt of my rifle. I don't know
Oof,
if it'll do any good. It does no good.
No. Luckily, the creature doesn't manage to hit you either, but you don't get to get it. Give it its just desserts. The other 2 fungus creatures strike at you. Oof. One of them, actually, both of them, make some powerful hits. They don't do extra impaling, do they? No, they don't. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And they will slash across you, lacerating your body for 11 damage.
11?
Yes.
Wait, I think I'm down.
Oh boy.
Wait, did I heal the full the last time or not?
No, I don't think so, because
Oh.
you chose to not wait the extra week. So you guys watch as Hamish collapses to the
Wow.
ground amidst the attacks of one of the ghouls, or 3 of the ghouls.
Well, can't carry 2.
Yes, it's a tough choice to make. And you start to see a rustling from outside of the fungal grove, Hayes. It seems that perhaps more have been alerted to your position. But let's see. Willow, how are you holding up?
Willow is like about to die.
Can you roll Constitution for major wound?
Hey.
Okay, you are awake.
This is bad.
This is
So
huge.
this is very big. So yeah, at this point you're just in basic combat. It's now your turn. Did you want to do those navigate rolls that you had earlier?
Well, I assume I have to break the hold with strength before I can run.
Yes.
Okay. Well, I think I have to do that first then.
Okay.
Nope.
Oof. Would you like to push the roll or luck?
Can I luck that?
Actually, hold on. Actually, can you? Is it an opposed roll? Actually, no. It is an opposed roll, so you can do neither. I'll take it back. Sorry about that. So it needs to.
Yep.
Actually, it doesn't need to make a strength if you failed. But you do have a second action.
I guess I can attempt to break out again.
Okay, so you're gonna. I mean, you're holding a gun, by the way.
Oh. Well, and I'll
that.
shoot it.
Okay. And where would you like to shoot it? How would you like to shoot it?
I guess right to the face sounds pretty good right now.
Alright, so you're just gonna say, screw it, I don't care if you're biting into my shoulder, I'm just gonna blow your head off.
Yep.
Okay, so you're gonna have that bonus dice on that. Because
Okay.
it is a very easy target here.
I don't have a weapon in my combat, so
That's
what
fine.
am I rolling?
Just roll handguns. Fighting handgun.
Okay. Is that just base of 10?
No,
So wait.
it's 25.
I don't know if I have that on my character sheet.
What's going on with Shay right now? Just curious.
You'll see.
Okay.
Okay.
I feel like it would make
that's a
for a good
numbers.
DM.
Who?
As in, you could DM Leo. What's going on?
Oh no, I'm actually not supposed to tell you what happens.
Okay.
Like by the book, you're not supposed to tell the person what happens until like their thing is completely over, and it is not over.
9
there is
fucking hours. Let's go.
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna like wait until the next actual day. I'm gonna wait for in-game for it to finish. Okay, you have a bonus dice.
Oh, bonus. Okay.
You may or may not still hit it, but no. Okay. So you fire the gun point blank at the creature's head, but it just blasts uselessly as you wince in pain. you're not looking good here.
Okay.
But as this happens, you see a figure burst from the trees. And this is why I asked you to roll your luck roll to see how soon you would get in here. Because Shay, you are in a murderous rage.
Oh, let's fucking go!
Oh,
Do I have my
dude.
shotgun?
Yes. So I just DM'd you the exact way that I'd like you to roleplay this.
Oh god.
Oh no.
Is he going to be killing us?
You'll
This is-
never take my organs. Fuck you! And then I aim at the captain.
I'm already.
maybe
I'm already
roll luck to
dead.
decide who he's aiming
Oh wait, you're
at.
already
'cause
dead?
The captain is
Oh,
on the
crap.
ground.
Yeah.
Okay, I aim at whoever's closest.
Okay, that's gonna just be one of the fungal zombies, which to you look like gang members,
Okay.
which are probably turning to attack you.
Hard
All right,
success.
so you blast the creature back with a barrage of shotgun pellets. And what was your roll for luck again? Wasn't it like all the way back then? Wasn't it like
It
an
was-
extreme success? I think that's why you
No,
had the shotgun. I mean, like all the way
no,
last
no.
session when you were gearing up, not earlier.
John
when you
rolled a
97.
hard success
Hard success on
and
that.
gave
Oh,
it to me.
okay. Then in that case, let me give you a one of these. So you're right next to the thing. So you're well within the close range for this. So roll. Let me see. Roll 46.
Okay.
Oh boy.
Wow. Okay, so the shotgun tears through the creature,
Augers.
blasting it backwards and completely destroying one of its legs as it drops to the ground and starts trying to claw towards you. An explosion of fungal spores lights from it. But Shay, it does not matter to you whether or not you breathe them in at this point. In fact, you can't even
Let's
see them happening.
go.
It just looks like a spray of blood. But you've managed to make a good shot against it. And the rest of you see Shay doing this and shouting about his organs, and you're not sure what's going on with him. But Hayes, you sense an opportunity to act. So Ajay, you're up to 7 rounds now, so you've got 2 more turns in your back.
Okay,
Let's go.
So Hamish is down. Shay
Yes.
is berserk, and
Yes. Let's go.
Willow is almost down.
We
Willow is
gaming.
at 3 hit points, yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Things are going great.
Oh yeah.
He's here to help us? Question mark.
How many zombies are left?
Or
Oh,
just
yeah,
kill things.
absolutely.
Either
Too many to
one
count.
works.
I'm
Either one
definitely here to
works.
help you.
If you can maybe leverage Shay's anger, you might be able to pull something off, you figure. Or the torches did seem to have an effect against the spores. Or you could also run. That's also a pretty
Running
good option.
sounds really good right about now.
I cannot carry more than one person, right?
No, I don't think that your build is
Didn't
high enough.
one
If
of
you
us
rolled
wake up,
really
though?
well, no, neither of you are woken up.
Okay.
Aj's 2 rounds away from waking up, but Hayes does not know that even. So you could try to roll strength and see if you can pick up Hamish.
You may try. Up to you.
So
Both in character and meta, he would not fault you if you tried to leave.
well,
Curiosity got the better of you.
something that I think is going to be an advantage here, and an advantage nowhere else, is that Hayes is actually kind of racist.
What?
Oh my god, he's gonna ditch Aj.
He really does not like the Khanate or people from the Khanate for backstory.
What?
Okay,
Racism moment.
just casual hate crime. Let's go.
So he is going to.
Yeah, I don't condone this, but at the same time, it is in character, I suppose, for Sunless
Okay.
Seas.
So
Yep.
he's
Gaming
going to
racism. Let's go.
drop
Whew.
Aja and go and see if he can pick up Hayes. Or
Okay.
Hamish.
Oh,
So yeah,
no.
Hamish is a lifeless corpse. Not a lifeless corpse. What am I saying? A limp body. Let me not jump to any
Lifeless
conclusions here.
corpse. He is
No,
dead.
you're okay. But you managed to pick him up.
Rock fell. Yeah.
That's gonna take one of your actions, but you still have one more left.
All right.
Okay.
Then he's just going to sprint.
Okay.
Just run.
So you can go back to where you were, but this time carrying Hamish instead of carrying Aja.
Yeah.
Bob. Okay, so you're back to where you were. And let me get a Shay token in here, shall I? In the meantime, is anyone shooting their gun?
I was.
Willow. Sorry, other than you.
I
Willow, do you want to shoot
did.
your gun?
At the start of my turn?
I'm asking if you would like to shoot your gun and take the initiative bonus for this round.
Okay, what's the bonus?
Plus 50. It would mean that you'd
Okay.
get to go right now. It's the thing I was describing earlier. You have
Yeah,
to shoot
I
your gun.
would like to take that then.
All right, so go ahead then and fire at this creature. You still have point blank,
That's a
but
hit, right?
yeah, you have a bonus dice. Cool. There you go. 22. Not going to be a hit though, sadly.
Don't I get a plus whatever to?
Mhm.
Okay, is that just a dexterity?
What?
Is the bonus just a dexterity you were
The
talking
bonus
about?
is your handgun roll.
Oh.
So instead of being a 62, it's a 22.
Okay. Don't I get a bonus dice for it being point blank?
That is your bonus dice for being point blank.
Okay, wouldn't I also get a plus 20? Or I guess a minus.
Why would you get a plus 20?
For the initiative?
What? No, that has nothing to do with this.
Okay.
The initiative is your bonus to dexterity. Not your dexterity has nothing to do with your handgun roll.
Okay.
Handgun is completely separate.
I guess I
Basically, it lets you
misunderstood that time.
No, yeah, dexterity
Makes
is.
sense.
I know every other game like D&D
Yeah.
and everything has that your ranged attack roll, but not Call of Cthulhu. So yeah, you fire at the creature, which does not let go. Let me see. And you are currently stuck. It is currently still stuck to you, and you look in fear as more of them close in. You still have, I suppose, one more opportunity before you have to reload that thing.
Okay, that's not great. Can I just try and make a strength roll then to break out then?
Then you're gonna have to wait for your normal turn.
Okay. Okay. I'll shoot again then.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, ignore that roll that I made. All right, try it again. The situation is looking desperate
Eventually,
for,
one of
for
these
our
have
friend
to.
here.
Okay.
Now you roll your bonus dice. All right, you've fired off 3 shots. So
Okay.
Hayes, you're kind of seeing him just like firing blindly, like randomly, and you're like, God, this professor should not have been brought on this mission. You're
Yeah.
pretty sure he's going to be dead meat at this rate, but he does have your payment. You're not sure what to do about that.
So it's my go. It's my turn.
No, it's not. I'm just
Okay.
describing to you because you're one of the few that's sane and looking at this. Shay, you have a shotgun.
I have a shotgun. What's the closest thing?
The same one that you blasted earlier, but if you'd like to change targets to one of the other
I'm
ones,
gonna
it's trying
blast
to
the
close in
closest
towards you.
thing.
So you're just gonna shoot the same one. All right.
Yes.
Fire away.
Okay.
Make sure that it's super dead.
Doom theme place.
Technically, you can fire 2 shots in a turn. If they're at different targets, you suffer a penalty dice. Or actually, I think you can't do that this turn because you already shot one of your shots, your double barrel
Okay.
shotgun. So now you can reload up. You can reload up to one of your shots.
Okay.
I believe.
I'll do that then.
Okay. So can you roll 46 to obliterate this thing? All right. Can you describe the
Sheesh.
shotgun's damage to me?
Okay, so the thing just fucking like explodes into little chunks of bloody gibbets that spray everywhere.
Yes.
Nice.
It is no longer a zombie. It's like paste. It's just paste now.
Yep.
Glory.
So the thing, or the remnants of the thing fly everywhere, and I still need to get a Shay token up here. What am I doing? So Shay, you're over here. And with that, the ghouls will go. So Willow, more of them are going to close on to you, much to your dismay. And
Okay.
would you like to fight back or dodge?
Let's dodge. Wait, what's my brawl? Yeah, dodge.
Okay.
That
go
goes
ahead and
to
yeah.
that. Okay.
That one's just gonna miss you.
Okay.
And 3 more ghouls close in on you, bringing the total now up to 9.
Great.
I think you're going to be hard pressed to not get murdered here.
Yeah, I don't expect to not be murdered here.
Well, that's good. That's a
I'm
good
gonna
attitude
dip
to
for a
take.
minute, sorry.
Okay.
Presume I'm dead here, right?
Surprisingly, no.
I don't know what's happening. That's a lot of dice, and one of them is just a 4. So
yeah, it means you're going to take a. Actually, wait. That's right. You're at 3 hit points. So yeah, you're probably toast. So. Yeah, it's kind of a low roll as far as the number of them go, but it's still enough, I think. Yeah, so you take another like 14 damage.
nice. Okay.
I think you're just gonna die. Is
Holy
14?
shit! Wait, 14 damage.
Yes. I think you're just dead. I really hope you weren't too.
Okay. Yeah.
Actually, I guess I say I hope you weren't too attached, but
that brings me down to minus 11.
This is Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah, you shouldn't be in Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
You should never be too attached.
Ready to expect this.
Can you describe to me at least how Willow goes out? Make it good. If you want to, I'll have mercy. Maybe you can do something with your torch and your gun to have go out and
Willow fires off the last shots of his chamber. These fungal zombies surround him, and you see him get buried in a pile of claws and spores as a lonely hand reaches out and claws
You
at
just
empty
hear
air.
Shay yell, "Eat shit, loser!"
Thanks a lot, man. Real vote of confidence.
Sorry, Shay in the bout of madness. He doesn't have a filter. He doesn't know what he's saying.
Of course.
He thinks you're a gang member.
Oh man.
Yeah.
He thinks a lot of people are gang members. I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure.
Yeah.
First adventure, we already lost a character. That's rough.
Wait, is this a TPK, by the way?
I don't know.
Or,
you better work
or
for
do
it
we
not
still
to be.
have? Let's see.
Right.
You're not dead yet.
So,
okay.
What's the turnover here?
Now the rest of the ghouls are gonna, or the ghouls that were on you are going to attack you.
Okay.
Actually, no. It should be a new set of ghouls. So roll luck again.
All right.
Because you've moved. Hayes, not you.
I'm not next to Aja. I thought I ran over.
You are. Yeah, you.
Oh, okay.
You grabbed Hamish and you're back over there. Do you want to like use him as a meat shield or something?
No.
I mean, that's a good option, right?
Oh, wait, that's sanity.
That's sanity.
Goddammit.
I'll let you keep the roll. I'll let you keep the
Really?
number. I'll let you keep the 2.
Thank you.
Okay. So yeah, so you have 2 ghouls on you. You want to fight back or dodge? I'll have some mercy here.
I think.
I think fight back has better chances for you.
Yeah, I think I'll fight back again.
All right. Okay, roll your brawl skill. Wow, dude, you're the god of fighting back. Okay, so you managed to parry the first ghoul's strike, or maybe you just managed to like avoid it, and then for the second ghoul, you managed to completely knock its claws to the side. Can you describe to me your knife slash as you strike it?
Right, I just kind of dodge past its kind of lunge and slice it at the side.
Okay, roll for damage.
So that's right.
Willow, can you roll me a luck roll? I know you're dead, but still.
No
Okay.
dice.
All right. Good to know. Thank you. So you deal some damage to it by slashing through its body, but you're afraid it's not much. But it's better than nothing. Let me think. Hamish, can you? Actually, Hamish, are you stable? I don't know if you are. Check
I
time.
don't think I am.
Time to check. Checking time. We need to find this. Where's the damage chart?
I think I am diagnosed with dead.
No, you're not
Diagnosed
dead.
dead.
El
dying.
Dedo.
Has a major wound been
Shame.
taken? Yes. Dying. Check the dying box and mark hit points as 0. Current round. Someone administers first aid. No. Con roll at the end of each round after falling unconscious and every round thereafter. Failure means death. Make a con roll. Failure means death.
Oh
You may
god.
not
This does
push
not
this
sound
roll.
like stuff that's happening.
Oh my
Oh, okay.
gosh. Can you push con or not?
You cannot push this roll, but I will let you luck it.
God.
Just because
Okay.
I don't really have a greater
Yikes.
consequence than killing you, and the only greater consequence would be to throw everyone else under the bus.
Well, good-
Okay,
good
you're
work. I've
you're alive for another
rolled
turn.
Okay.
Nicely done, sir. You Hayes, you take a sharp breath as you feel Hamish's labored breathing on your body. He's not looking good, but he's at least alive, which is a relief, you suppose. And let me take Willow out of this order. Sorry, Willow. It
We
was
can
good knowing
just
you.
take Willow out of everything, in fact, actually.
Yeah, probably. I don't think anyone here has the resurrection spells. Send it. Sayonara. It's been real. Wipe them from the
Those are a
chalkboard.
thing.
They are.
Maybe somebody comes back
Technically.
later and learns the secrets of the universe, and then
Well, I mean, if you really are attached to Willow, you could go on a quest to find that,
Yeah.
but it won't be easy. Let me think. Shay, shotgun time?
Oh no.
Shot nog?
Who's
Nog shot?
Yes,
Nog shot.
shotgun. What's closest?
Currently more of the fungal zombies, but you can see Hayes and Hamish approaching.
Well, if they get close enough, I'm gonna shoot them. But for now, zombie.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
All right. So you fire a shot off at one of the zombies. It goes wide, but it's not too much of a worry. You see the gang member flinch away from the shot as
Oh, he sees
moves
them as
past,
gang
but,
members. Oh my gosh.
he continues to rush towards you, wielding a rather large meat cleaver and screaming something about your spinal fluid. You're not sure what exactly he's on about, but you're not going to let him get that close. It
No,
looks like they're
sir.
going to close in on you this turn, probably. Let's see. In the meantime, Hayes, you're currently carrying Hamish.
All right. So, Shay's crazy. Carrying
Yep.
Hamish.
Super nuts.
really,
I think he's having a normal one, actually. A pretty normal one.
I've
Yeah, I don't
got
know what you're talking about. This is just his Tuesday afternoon.
I've got 2 zombies on me.
Just a man wants to guard his
Um,
spinal fluid
Yep.
with his
2
life.
zombies.
hey,
And
who doesn't
what
want
There's
to
no
guard their
such thing as
spinal fluid?
opportunity attacks, I don't think.
Of
Unless
course.
I've severely missed something up, I don't think there's anything remotely close.
I have 2 actions, right?
Yes, the fungal tower continues wobbling in the distance as the flames from your torches burn and give it a ghastly pallor.
All right. So Hayes is about to run off. And then he kind of looks back at Aja with this kind of look of regret in his eyes, and he tries to pick him up as well.
So as you
What a
as you
hero.
look, Aja, do you want to describe what I just mentioned to you?
Alright, as you do that, Aja kind of gasps, and he, like, lifts his head off the ground, probably covered in fungus stuff. He's like, and he looks around, sees what's going down,
and needs to make another. No, I'll spare you this one. I'm
and
kidding.
is gonna start bolting. Just be like, "What the fuck? What the hell?"
What the fuck? Okay, so he
Alright,
just kind
well,
of like rushes past you.
I guess
What
that
did you
solves
all
that.
do?
And I'm gonna sprint too.
All right, so you're gonna have to push through this. So you have a couple of options. You can either try to push through one of the rings of, or some of the zombies that are on the outskirts, or you can try to go through the gap that Shay has created, quote unquote, which is going to probably a pretty dangerous option. But if you think there's a chance of you managing to snap Shay out of it, it might be an attractive one.
Or we can just shoot Shay and use that gap.
Wait, but you
Right.
don't know that.
Yeah,
like,
I don't.
insane.
I'm not
mean,
gonna do it.
no,
Yeah.
Aja doesn't, but you pointed your shotgun
I
at them
probably
earlier.
think
No, all I've been shooting is
So far,
zombies
he's only
right
shot
now.
zombies.
Yeah,
So
you
far.
threatened Hamish at one point.
Well, yeah, but I didn't shoot him.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
Aja would probably assume that when
You'd probably
all
assume that he's
things
here to help.
considered, he's on the
But,
side of
yeah.
the humans and he's
Yeah.
cleared a gap. We're saved. We're saved.
Yeah, well, it's not Aja's turn yet. It's Hayes' turn. I'm asking him.
Oh,
Right.
But
Well,
yeah, on Aja's turn, he can do that.
Hayes saw Shay take that pot shot at Hamish, and so he is in a generous mood.
No, he didn't actually shoot him.
Oh well, yeah, but kind of.
He just shouted at him.
Yeah.
Verbal pot
and,
shot.
Hayes is in a generous mood, but not generous enough to get his side blown out by a shotgun. So he's going to try to push through the zombies.
Okay. How do you want to do that? Like fighting brawl, or like navigate, or something like that?
Right.
Or something else. I'm sure there's a myriad of other skills you could use, like strength or something like that. Just describe to me your preferred method.
I think that stealth is probably out of the question, and fast.
Well,
talk
if you could make a
too.
distraction, you could.
I don't have any means for a distraction other than like Hamish, but
well, you have his rifle, I guess. You have his rifle. You have your knives. There's torches littered around this place. Technically, you could grab Aja's torch right before you start running.
So how thick is the group of zombies that I need to find my way through?
They're somewhat sparse. It's kind of like trying to play a game of like chaos tag or something, or not chaos tag, but it's trying to like play a game of tag and people are trying to guard a certain place, like capture the flag. That's a good example. That's about how close they are.
Well, in that case,
Surprisingly, playing capture the flag while you're trying to hold someone is not easy. It's like playing capture the flag, but you're holding the flag in Halo.
And also they're trying to kill you.
Yes.
Well,
in that case,
they're trying to kill
like
you in Halo too.
This is
Okay,
literally
fair,
Zach Rover.
fair.
So I'm gonna try to slash my way through.
All right, so roll fighting brawl then. Okay. So you swing your knife and manage to, as one of them reaches out a fungal claw towards you, you swing it and manage to just chop its fingers off mid-swing. And its hands just kind of pass by you harmlessly, although its fingers do smack into your chest with sickening thuds and crunches, letting another puff of fungus out. Your clothes, you realize, are now stained violet, but oh well, you've had worse things. Anything else? Call that one of your actions, and then you have one more action, I'm assuming just a run?
Yeah, just get out of there.
Okay.
Absolutely. Okay.
All right, so you start running into the bog as the two zombies that you push past are now chasing after you. I'm going to just take Hamish's and turn them into those. So they are going to start rushing after you. They have also 2 movement actions and reach towards you. So you start stepping through the fungal fronds, and Hamish is not an easy thing to carry while you're under this much pressure. But the fungal creatures seem right at home at least here so. One of them leaps towards you with a jumping lunge. Would you like to dodge or fight back?
I'm gonna try to knock him to the side.
All right, so fight back.
Yeah.
All right. Ooh, okay. Wow.
Oh, wow.
I can't believe this.
I am very fortunate.
It rolled a hard
today.
success, and I was literally about to say, all right, I don't think you're going to dodge this one. And then you're just like, extreme success for the third time in a row.
Dang.
All right.
Holy shit.
This is
roll
gonna
some
bite
damage.
me in the ass.
Some big
so
ones
hard.
here.
Chad.
Big ones here.
Roll some damage.
Right.
Okay,
Okay.
1 damage. That's okay. The point has been made. You knock the thing to the side, and it slams into a fungal a puddle of algae and mold in the ground with a wet slap. The other one swings its claws at you with a bonus dice because you are outnumbered, but does not manage to find purchase. So you rush past it and continue barreling through the fungus forest. And Willow, can you roll another luck check? Willow?
Willow.
1 minute.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. There you go.
Ooh,
Hey.
okay. And Aja and Shay, you guys see the pile of zombies that had collapsed on Willow erupt in a pyre of flame. They seem to have
Wow.
forgotten about Willow's torch, and the spores begin to burn as the creatures start to get up, seemingly barely noticing that they're on fire. But the fungal tower in the center starts to let out more spores, and you notice that the creatures just start to have this uncontrollable urge almost to just get as far away from the source of their commands as possible.
Martyrdom. Drop a grenade when killed.
Yep. So let me think. Aja.
Alrighty, so did that open up like a gap in the ring of zombies, or
No, they're near. They're the ones near you, which is why you're not currently being murdered.
so Hamish kind of made it through, like
I'm being carried by someone else. So.
Hayes is carrying.
I mean not
Hamish,
Hamish, Hayes.
yeah. Yes,
Is there
He
enough
broke
of a
fast.
gap there for me to like capitalize on that?
probably yeah.
I'm gonna do that.
You
I
also have
assume
more
something's
actions
going
after
weird
this.
with Shay.
Yeah. So, well, arguably, Shay, you notice that a bunch of the gang members are trying to make a break for it. In fact, it seems to be your old crew. Maybe they're trying to run away. You're
They
not sure.
fucking betrayed me. They were part of the gang all along. That's so fucked
Yeah.
up.
They've got to go. But you see them breaking through the ring of zombies, the ring of gangsters on the other side. Clearly, those gangsters are trying to give them protection.
Alright. Well,
Unfortunately, you've got problems enough of your own, probably. So, Aja, you managed to capitalize on the gap that they've made and push forward 1 space. You see Hamish and Hayes are... Oh, who just left? No one. Okay. Must have been a
Craig?
spectator.
Was it
You
Craig?
see Hamish... No, Craig is still chilling. You see Hamish and Hayes
Craig is
are
alive.
locked in battle with 2
that would've
other
been
fungal zombies. Oh, okay.
I see
So-
Hamish and
Hamish and Hayes in battle.
And
2
Hayes.
fungal zombies.
I will go help them.
Fungals. Okay, so one of them,
Oh.
one of the zombies is in a puddle right now, scrabbling to get itself up. The other one is just swung its claws towards them and missed. So it takes you 2 actions to get up there, and then you have 1 more action.
I guess I'll hit the one that's down, just like stomp on it as I arrive.
Okay. Do a WWE move. I don't know. No, I'm kidding. So roll your fighting brawl with a bonus dice.
My character sheet's open. I just have it small. What did I just do?
Absolutely nothing.
Nothing. What is going on with my character sheet? though.
Is it a tiny window? If it's a tiny like gray window, just double click it and it'll go back to size.
I see.
Or reload the page. That would
We
also work.
just got Among Guide so
What?
hard.
I have a higher brawl than 5. It's supposed to
Yeah,
be
what's-
25.
Yeah, that's the normal brawl
That
skill.
still is a miss even with the dice.
Yeah, okay, that's strange. I'm not sure why it says 5, but that's fine. So yeah, it's a miss.
Sure either.
You stomp your foot down, but the creature manages to avoid it. And Hayes, you notice Aja here now.
What happened?
Um,
Why? What's up with Shay?
We're in hell. We're getting out.
That is such a useless answer. I love it. Okay.
That makes perfect sense.
Yeah, that's my
so,
turn.
Hamish, can you make a Constitution roll? Or die.
Or
the
die.
choice is yours.
I think you should try living.
Hamish?
Pretty debatable though.
Maybe Hamish is taking a deep breath before rolling this. Or maybe he's AFK. I'm not sure.
Hamish.
No. Hello? Oh, there was a ping from his microphone. Okay, we'll get back to him. I'll just have him roll 2 checks later. For now, you're not sure if he's alive or dead. Shay, you've fully reloaded your shotgun, and you've noticed a bunch of the gangsters have begun making a break for it.
Well, I'm gonna fuck them up.
Okay, so you want to run after them?
Yeah.
You figure you know where they're going because you broke through a path somewhere near there. So if you roll navigate, you might be able to cut them off.
Okay. Let's go.
Why did we
Okay.
let him keep the shotgun?
So you run into the forest, and the rest of you guys have no idea where he is now. But Shay, you're now ready to cut them off.
All right, poggers.
Somewhere in the future.
John just made a noise.
Oh, you're here. Roll Constitution. Hamish.
Is he here though?
Hamish.
I don't know if he's actually
Oh,
here.
me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, sure. All right, I'll roll it. Sorry, I don't know why my thing wasn't working there. Okay.
Oh, okay. Would you like to do luck that if you have enough luck?
I have 46. Does that make it?
If you spend the rest of your luck, yeah. Not all of it, but most of it.
Yeah. I'll foot the bill. I mean, I'm gonna be
gotta
burning
spend
through all my
23.
luck here at this
I mean,
point.
your other option
so...
is to,
Footing the bill is better than dying.
yeah. Your
Yeah,
other
for-
option is to literally die. So
I don't know. I want to save my luck, guys. I won't save my luck.
technically, I don't think you're allowed to use luck on this, but I think it's a more fun house rule that you get to survive until your luck runs out. So we're gonna go with it.
Yeah, we'll do that.
Yeah, of course you like the idea. So Shay, you disappear, and I'm gonna let you bank your extra action to do whatever you want. So you're basically, once they reach that cutoff point, you'll be able to do whatever. Rest of you guys, RP as if you have no idea.
Yeah.
But Hayes, it's your turn again.
Right. Well, the only thing to do is to keep running.
Yeah, I mean, you could spend some time to try to cut down these zombies if you wanted to, but all right. So you're gonna keep running.
Yep.
Okay. So you start rushing out. 1 more space, 2 more space, and Shay, you
Surprise,
see-
motherfucker.
yes, you see a pair of them pass through your crosshairs.
I'm gonna
Although it's up to
unload.
you what you want to do.
I'm
All
gonna
right.
unload my load all over them. Let's go.
So you fire a shotgun blast, and Hayes, you hear a blast peal out in the night. So Hayes, would you like to dive for cover?
Yeah.
It means that so basically you can choose to tank the hit and keep your next turn, or dive for cover and lose your next move. But you're gonna have to tank a really powerful shotgun blast if you want to do that. So it is up to you.
Shotguns are nasty. I'm gonna dive.
All right, so roll your dodge.
Are you rolling actual dice for this?
Huh? No, he's just Oh, right. I guess you guys can't see it. Yeah, he has him on Whisper to Keeper. You can leave him
Oh crap!
outside of Whisper to Keeper. So you're hit with a shotgun blast as Shay. Do you want to roll your damage?
46, yeah.
Oh man,
Oh
that is
no!
disgusting.
I think
Okay.
this kills at least one of us.
Well,
Use the
it only
American
dropped you.
as a shield.
Yeah. What are you gonna do, Hayes? You want to use the captain as a shield?
Throw me at him. Throw me at him. Just yeet
Oh, no.
me. This is my advice.
Captain.
Use me as a melee weapon.
I don't think that would work.
No, I'm just asking if he wants to turn the captain so that he serves as a human shield for the entirety of the shotgun blast, and you will die if you do that.
Maybe
Mr.
it'll
Hamish.
separate an arm and then he can use it as a melee weapon.
Are you okay? The question is, you were racist enough to leave Aja behind. Are you racist against everyone, which means you just don't
I
like
don't think
everyone?
that's racist. I think that's just. I think at this point it's just
Reasonable.
being
He-
smart.
He
Yeah,
grabbed
I'm
his
trying
captain.
to. I'm trying to figure this out because he's. Yeah, I think he's gonna use the captain as a shield.
All right. Cool.
Okay.
Let's do this. I'm ready.
Okay. I suppose if you're okay with it, then you throw the captain in front of you, and the shotgun blast rips through him. And Hayes, can you roll luck?
Yeah.
Wait, so is Aja still alive?
Aja's still fine, actually. I
Yeah.
don't think Aja's taken any damage, surprisingly.
Aja, it's funny
He
because
hasn't
he
been used as a
fainted, but
shield.
he's in the best condition.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
chilling.
Because he immediately got
Not for
picked up.
long.
Okay, so your luck is 62. Okay, so then you are still going to take, you're still going to take, you're still going to take 3 damage from that.
Okay.
So you're not getting away scot-free, but unfortunately, Mr. Hamish has perished.
All right.
Reduce
All
to
right,
bloody
Danny,
gibbets.
Mike, can I have the honor of destroying my
Yes,
character?
please do.
How do
It
I
is all
do? How do
yours.
I do this?
Oh wait, you want to destroy your character or character sheet?
Oh wait, describe how he dies.
Yeah, that's what I meant. What did you
Oh
have in
sure,
mind?
sure. Oh yeah, I mean, just like deletion. But yeah, it's not really anything fancy. The guts just burst open. He doesn't really have any last words because he can't really talk right now. So yeah, there goes the captain, and now there's only Hayes and Aja. Aja's back there too.
Aja. Okay, and it is the ghouls' turn. So the 2 ghouls by
Oh,
Aja.
I forgot about them.
Yes, you forgot there are other people.
I'm about to die. It's
The 2
pretty.
ghouls on you are going to attack you. And what would you like to dodge or fight back against the first one?
I would like to fight back.
All right, roll your brawl. That is a failure from both of you. Then the second one is going to. Actually, there's no point in rolling a bonus dice. Then the second one is going to slash you across your chest. Actually, since it's an extreme success, I realize I've been messing this up. Dealing. Shouldn't it just be max damage? I think it is. Yeah, you're not going to like this one. Dealing 10 damage as it slashes across your chest here. So
that sounds like a major wound to me.
Yes, roll Constitution, please. I realized I was doing extreme successes wrong earlier. So technically William should have dealt more damage, but I don't think it would have killed any of his ghouls. Would you like to push or luck that?
27
one.
luck.
I don't have enough luck to luck that.
Well, do you think you're going to survive?
What happens if I push it and fail?
Well, you're only surrounded by a mob of fungal zombies. I mean,
And statistically,
I
I
don't see
succeed this. I
anything
will
bad
push
coming from
this.
here.
your other option is to fall in. Who is this guy? I'm gonna let you regain 1 hit point for that.
Oh, not that it'll matter.
Well, technically, it gives you a chance to survive one of the other one attack.
Oh, yeah.
So you can you describe this to us?
I guess Aja he's had worse, he pushes through it and he just keeps
Sure.
kind of moving or trying to.
All right, so Aja, you're alive here, and I won't describe what the rest of the ghouls do, but Aja, none more seem to come out and pursue you. But Aja, it's your turn.
Okay.
What's your plan? You have 3 actions.
Can I just run?
Yeah.
In theory, I'm not sure which group of ghouls this is, but they have to use all 3 of their actions to catch up to me, and then I'm fine.
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Okay.
Just fine.
Okay. So you start running through the woods following past Hayes, and you see Hayes on the ground with Hamish's bloody remains and Shay with a shotgun leveled at them. He has a wild look in his eyes. And maybe he's mumbling something. I don't know, Shay. You describe what he's doing. I don't know.
Do I have time to talk?
Sure.
Whoa.
Offensive reaction.
Shay, what are you doing?
Wait, am I back to my senses?
Mid-sentence, sure. Like answer his question, then mid-sentence. Switch back.
You'll never take my... Wait, what the fuck?
Yeah, so Shay, you realize that you're sitting here with the bloody remains of your captain in front of you, and a shotgun in your hands.
Ah, fuck, not again.
I'm just gonna keep running after that.
Okay, so you continue sprinting past, and sorry.
I told you not
nothing.
I told you not to go. I told you. Now look. Idiots.
Hayes, what is your reaction to this?
Yes, they are the idiots here.
Hayes is just kind of looking at the captain with kind of this look of shock.
How much longer is your game?
Your knife glistens with the blood and fungus. You kind of tighten your grip on it inadvertently.
Sorry, is it my turn?
Sure, if you want. Nothing's
no,
chasing after you anymore.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, now we're just left with, damn, this is raw deal, bros. Wait, but a lot more of us made it out alive than I thought, to be honest.
Yeah, that's true. I thought that would be a TPK there.
I did too.
Well,
I just gonna try to get to the ship.
Okay.
Hayes.
Roll navigate. And then Hayes, continue.
There is potentially a madman at your heels.
Potentially.
Hayes gets up, kind of takes off his felt coat, kind of lays it over the captain, and then stomps off into the brush.
Oh, by the way, if you want to loot him, I can describe what.
He does have a very valuable saber.
No, I think Hayes is good.
Okay.
Well, then you stomp out into the underbrush. And sorry, Audrey, you said you were looking.
I'm trying to get back to the ship. Just leave
Yeah.
those madmen behind.
Did you want to luck your navigate or push
Yes,
it?
yes. Lock that.
Okay. Then you managed to find your way back. And Hayes, you're just gonna start stomping off.
Yep.
Okay. And Shay.
I am going to navigate back to the ship myself.
Okay. So then, can I have Shay and Hayes both roll navigate?
Extreme success.
Okay.
Nice.
Guess
Yeah,
my luck
you're.
carries through.
Yeah, you are really, really lucky. Holy moly, that's kind of insane.
Yeah, dang.
Hayes does not mess around.
Can I reach the
So
ship first because of extreme success?
yes, absolutely.
Fine.
So you after your harrowing encounter, although I suppose for Shay it was just like this manifestation of madness that you probably don't even really know what happened in the end.
I have a brief question.
It's kind of like I kind of inferred that it was something similar to last time, where some spooky shit happened.
You had a question, Hamish?
Yeah, I'm dead. So
yeah,
I just realized why you asked us to flesh out the crew a bit more. So we could have a catalog of spare characters to choose from.
Yes.
So
exactly.
Can-
So yeah, you
I'm going
you don't
to
have to you don't have to use them. Hold on, you don't have to use them as your characters. If you want to go back to Leadbeater, or on one of your overlays, if you go to Winchester, because you'll probably, or sorry, layovers, not overlays, layovers, because you'll probably go to Winchester. You might go to Polmir and Plenty's. Like you might be able to get a character, but let's describe getting back to the
I
ship
would like
first.
to be Morris. But sure, go ahead.
Okay. Yes, we will get back to the
Because
ship
I have
first,
some plans actually. Yeah.
Yes, then you may be Mr. Morris. So you guys eventually reach back to the ship. Shay, you said you wanted to do something at the ship since you were first.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna just like sit in front of the entrance, just waiting for the other two. Shotgun like on my shoulder, leaning on my shoulder and stuff.
Okay.
Just to be like, hey, don't try anything funny.
So eventually Hayes makes his way in, and sometime afterwards, so does Aja. Hayes, Aja, are you guys gonna do anything to Shay?
Can I make do I see him before he sees me as I'm approaching?
Both of you guys roll spot hidden.
But Ethan. Uh-oh.
Or yeah, Aja as
Can
well.
I push that? Because like I'm like actively scanning for people.
You can't push contested rolls.
Oh, okay.
All right, so
in this case, it's just really whoever happens to see the other first. So Shay, can you roll another one for Aja as well?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so I guess since Shay's is better, Shay, you're gonna notice Aja before he notices you, but Hayes comes first, and Hayes, you're gonna notice Shay before he notices you.
Then I'll just walk out. Yeah.
So we'll do Hayes first because he's first chronologically. Are you gonna do anything, Mr. Jonah Hayes?
Hayes. Hayes is just kind of going to avoid him. Sneak aboard the ship, kind of go to the hold.
He's gonna what?
Avoid him.
Okay. Do you want to roll stealth?
Sure.
Okay.
And I assume I spot hidden.
We're gonna use your. Yeah, I'll let you roll another spot hidden. Okay. So you notice him sneaking away, but
I just kind of call out, Hayes, I'm not gonna hurt you.
What do you
Come
fucking
out.
want?
Let's talk.
I don't
Sit
want to
down.
fucking talk. No.
You too. You
yeah,
too,
Aja might
Aja.
come around this point.
I guess Audra will like come out and just be like,
Both of us
"What do
know
you
this
want?"
ship is the only way off of this colony. And I assume you guys have seen some shit.
Yeah, I saw you shoot our captain.
Ah, yes, well. In case you haven't noticed, there's a shit ton of fucking fungus over here that drives you mad. So you can't exactly blame me. Completely.
Why'd you say that it happened again, then?
Sorry, what?
You
I
said
heard
earlier,
you.
not this
You
again.
said, "Not this
Ah,
again."
yes. Well, you remember what I told you about that time? That
You
last
didn't tell us
mission
much.
I took. Well, I did say that I saw things that you guys would never fathom. Well, this is pretty much what I was talking about, although actually a fair bit more tame. I've
This
seen,
was tame.
man, yes, this is tame. I've seen things that us humans can never fathom.
Oh, fucking get
Things.
off it. I saw some shit too, you know? Shot the
Oh
captain.
no.
There's a fucking hole in him. He's rotting
Well,
in
yes,
some forest.
but have you seen? Hold on, Aiden.
Yes.
Can you give me the description of the thing from the last thing?
What do you mean?
The
Teresa or the
yeah,
sun?
the sun and Teresa and stuff like that. Can I just like?
Here's the image of the sun. It's still in your handouts if you scroll all the way down and you go to
Oh, okay.
Mahabharata.
All right, I'm gonna show him that. I'm gonna talk about the sun
Yeah,
and
maybe you've
Teresa
kept this or something.
and
Actually,
what
no.
happened there.
Yeah, I don't know if you had this or not, but yeah, do you want to RP describe it, or do you want to just say that Shay describes it and then?
I think I'll just say that
then
Shay
move on?
describes it and shit.
Okay. Leave it up to the imagination. So Shay gives a somewhat lengthy monologue. I'm not sure if you guys stay around, but you're oddly captivated by the story as he relays the grisly details of his bloody encounter with a judgment, so to speak, as the Suns are called. They are creatures far above any mortal understanding, and the Halved even more so as the sun that went mad.
Yeah.
Either way, it's a harrowing story.
As I was saying, this is child's play compared to that. This is why I told you not to go. Told you to stay away, to leave. And you guys didn't listen. And look what happened now.
Let's just get out of here.
Shay's patronizing attitude gnaws at you, but you recognize that you have better things to do.
Yeah. I'm the captain now. On another note, right? I'm like
I am the captain.
weird
yes.
first
I
mate
am the captain.
slash.
Nice. Truly, Kaz wins again. Kaz wins again. Highest KD last one. Now he gets to be the captain in this one. Kaz just keeps winning. It's just not fair.
Yep.
That's
So
true.
We'll get on the ship, and I'll just be like, "All right, start the engines. We're going."
So you all start the engines. Aja, you make some final repairs, and the other sailors among your company give a somber salute. If you want to describe it to the fallen.
Do we have any
goes up.
flammable weapons? Like shit
Sorry?
that can set things on fire on the ship?
You have torches?
No, I mean like, I don't know, like a flamethrower, or like can a cannon set things on fire?
Probably not.
Do we have like oil? Barrels
Oh yeah,
of oil?
I'm sure you have oil.
plenty
Yeah,
of
you have
that.
fuel. Yeah, you have to get places one way or another. Are you gonna light the village on fire?
Yeah, that was my idea.
Ideally the fungus, but yes.
So you're just can you describe to me how this process goes?
Can we just like drop it from the ship, or
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, you're gonna like power up the ship and with a whine of the engines and a blast of pressure, you throw some barrels of oil overboard after opening up the tops, and with it you drop a couple of torches. Within minutes, the spores in the air alight, and a fire spreads across the entirety of what used to be Hybras. And as Aja, you give the command to sail away once more, Shay, you see one final sight. As from the station master's quarters, you see that the station master seems to have been replaced with some kind of a fungal beast, perhaps almost ready to warn you, but it seems that any escape route it might have had is long past. You suppose the station master did have something wrong with them after all. And the rest of you, of course, don't see anything wrong with the station master, who just stares in shock at the burning village in front of them. And you all take off and fly away. So there was.
I didn't describe, I guess, what I guess Morris is gonna do.
Oh yeah, sure. Sure, yeah.
So I guess shortly after you guys have that like rough talk and you board the ship and probably burn your clothes, Morris will just kind of be like, so who didn't make it?
The captain and the scientist.
So
like a wild guess.
Morris just looks down for a second. He's like, that damn old fool couldn't keep himself from trouble for long. Well, I guess I'll take care of his affairs. But rest assured, you'll all get paid. He knew the risks, so he'll deal you a fair hand. Aja, is it? I guess you're the captain now.
I guess Aja
take
till now
us
that
back?
probably would not have really processed. He's just like,
Yeah, I don't think that's something anyone really processes until it's like, oh shit, I'm in charge now.
Hayes just kind of silently walks away with like this look of guilt.
Well,
yep.
Morris just shrugs.
Shay's like, I fucking told you.
Aja will sigh and just be like,
Does Shay just say that?
Yeah, he just kind of like mutters that over and over.
Shay.
Yes.
Get us. What was the place? It was the preserve called. It was
You want to go back to Leadbeater and Stainrod?
That's where we're getting paid, right?
Yep.
In theory. Get us back to Leadbeater and Stainrod. And I guess he heads to his engine room.
Or engine room.
Do some last adjustments and be with his plants and away from people for a bit.
Mysteriously, your moon cactus seems to have grown a pallid green color. Something about the atmosphere of this place has given it a strange life. But either way, is there any other parting words before we end it?
Hay lives yet again.
Not really.
Yeah, that was an awesome session.
By the
Actually,
skin
that
of
was
his
really
teeth.
cool.
All right. Well, what'd you guys enjoy about it?
Man, Shay is kind of cool now.
I like going berserk.
He existed.
He's really
Shay really
shaping up to be like the fucking traumatized veteran.
A lot of action, a lot of drama.
Definitely is.
Yeah, sorry, Willow and Hamish. You guys got wiped pretty quick.
I expected this I expected higher casualties actually. And I think it would have been funny if all of us died and we had to transition ourselves just over to the 5 crew members that are on the ship. It's like, well, they're not back for a day, time to dip.
Yep, that was the backup.
The backup.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I did
the
not
final.
expect to end this session as
the
the
fi-
captain.
But yeah, it's just like I. But the cool. Oh god, the fire alarm's on.
Oh god.
The
Have fun.
the good thing is, honestly, Sunless Skies is the perfect setting for the Call of Cthulhu system because,
Yeah.
like, I know about how the games work, and like you're so that's kind of part of the like mechanics of it. You're supposed to die because then a new person like moves in to pick up your torch, right?
Yep.
So I did expect that to happen. I mean, it's an experience I'm at least familiar with when I was playing Sunless Seas, and I ran into a big ass fucking dreadnought that just put a boot up my ass, and I died immediately. So I'm like, so this is that kind of game.
Yep.
But yes, I this granted, it went. I mean, I think it's kind of. I don't know if like the book recommends you do this or this was just something you decide to do, but either way, I think this is the perfect kind of campaign for you to be like sinisterly nudging players in the direction of like death, because I mean, okay, if Hamish succeeded, he would have just left, and that would have been it. But in a way, I'm kind of glad he didn't because it was funnier. Funny as in tragic, but also funny. Funnily tragic. You know, I mean, a horror story is better if people decide to be stupid, in my opinion. Well, it's either it's in two directions. It's cool, like a horror story is either cool because it's people are hilariously dumb and they die in comedic ways, or people are like really smart and they're actually clever about how they counteract the like horror, right?
But then they die anyway.
Yeah,
Hell.
like The Thing. By the way, The Thing would be amazing as a premise for Call of Cthulhu.
It is used
anyways,
very much as a
yeah.
premise for Call of Cthulhu. There's a lot of scenarios. It's also an example in the book for various things. You're
It's
talking about like
also
the one where they're in Antarctica, right?
it's also
Yeah,
based
yeah.
off of
Yeah.
the Mountains of Madness, right?
I think
Kind of,
so.
yeah. You know, it does put an interesting spin on it since like within a group of people there's one who is not as he seems. So they
Among
actually
Us.
have to
Among Us, Among Us, Among Us.
Wait, so only two of us died. That was
Lucky. I mean, both.
Lucky that I snapped
Yeah.
out of it right then and there.
Yeah, I had rolled a
Yeah.
dice earlier because I was like, okay, if he goes into if they actually like encounter him, it'll take this many rounds, and it was like, oh, well, that's convenient.
Mhm.
All right.
I'll write
Well, so-
Hamish's will.
Yeah, sure. So for improvement for everyone, and in between backstory stuff. Yes. So of course, if your character has died, you do not get improvement checks. I'm sorry.
So I had this dot next to my spot hit.
You do not get anything for that. I'm sorry.
Okay, thank you.
But yeah,
Oh,
so you guys will
gosh.
make some new characters. They do
you-
not have to be the exact same people as before. And, huh? Did I start roboting out again?
No.
sounds good.
No?
Everything.
No,
Okay.
it just cut out for me, but I heard the gist of what you said. You can make new characters and stuff.
Yeah. So they don't have to be crew members. They can be from New Winchester. They can be from Polmere and Plenty Circus, which you can see on the Hybras chart. They can be from Leadbeater and Stainrod. Willow, if you're still interested in playing a professor, they could absolutely for the next adventure they could absolutely use another research associate. Otherwise, that person can just be an NPC. But if you don't want to play professors anymore, then don't bother. Just play whatever you want to have fun with. For improvement rolls, we can make those right now if you want to. Basically, just take.
Could I get a new character sheet, by the way?
Oh yeah.
I could just write that down in between our next session.
Character. Basically, you're gonna roll all the skills that you have a dot next to, and any failures are gonna improve. Those skills are gonna improve.
Okay.
Give this to Andrew.
By how much?
1d something. I'll check that.
I'm keeping that name. I don't know how to pronounce it, but I'm keeping that name.
Auto-generated names are something else, but some of them are pretty funny.
Oh, what the
Okay.
fuck? No improvement on spot hidden, Sag.
What? No, you do get improvement on spot hidden. You want to fail.
If you fail, you get improvement.
No, yeah,
Yeah, if
I
you
got a
fail the
hard
check, you
success.
Oh, if you fail, you get an improvement. So I'm gonna make those now
What?
too.
Oh, you
Oh,
rolled,
you rolled
spot
spot
hidden
hidden
twice.
twice.
Oops. Okay. All right. So you get improvement on first aid. You get improvement on shotguns, and you get
Oh
improvement
wait,
on.
no. Wait, hold on.
What?
Wait. No, the spot hidden was for looking at Jonah. Never mind.
What's that?
Yeah, it was like he was trying to sneak away.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah.
Or
So then,
something, yeah.
yeah, all of those. Yeah, that's true.
So all of them except for Brawl and Navigate.
So yeah, navigate and brawl do not get any improvement, but climb and all of those. Let me find.
Wait, if you luck a roll, do you get to do the thing or?
No, luck and pushing doesn't count.
Oh, okay, whatever. That's fine.
You don't get any of that. You're dead.
No, I'm character mancering. That's my luck roll. Not
Okay.
great.
Oh,
How do I?
Uh,
What do I roll again?
I'm trying to find that. I'm sorry, I just keep getting sidetracked.
God, how do I whatever.
Page 94.
This is a really
okay.
unlucky character.
So
You
you're
still
gonna roll
have more luck than
1d10
me.
for each of the skills. So for you, you're going to need to roll 1, 2, 3, 4d10, and it's gonna go in the order that you rolled them. So Aja,
Alright.
for you, you're gonna get navigate, and then oh wait, no, Aja, you don't get navigate because you lucked that, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I don't. Yeah, I get spot hidden. That's it.
Okay, so you get spot hidden, and then
I just roll a d10.
Haze, you get and then Haze, you get natural world, navigate, and spot hidden. So roll 3d10 for you, Haze. So you get 5 for navigate, 8 for natural world, or sorry, 5 for. Wait, what order is this
I
going
think
in?
it's
5 for
natural
natural world.
world.
Yes, 8 for navigate and 1 for spot hidden. And then
Do we
Yeah,
start
it's
with 200 skill
significantly
points?
better at seeing things.
I'll tell you how many skill points you start with in a second. And then Shay, add 6, 7, 2, and then 5.
Yep. I have done
Sweet.
so.
Okay, and then for discovering the source of the madness, you guys each get 1 sanity back. I guess you didn't really kill it. And all of you guys get 1d10 luck back each.
My marker, I'm going to bring Grandma some ice cream.
Okay, goodbye.
Are you muted right now, or?
No.
You might want to. Okay, yeah, so you get 8, you get 9, and then
Wow, I have a grand total of 24 luck.
I think that's an improvement. Didn't you start with 18?
Yeah, I started with 18.
How'd you go up? Oh
Because
wait,
he didn't
you
spend
regained
any.
it. Okay.
He kind of just played his only, like, mostly his strong skills, and then the other ones that he used in.
And then literally
smart
went
places.
insane, right?
Wait, so what
Yeah.
exactly am I
Need luck
getting?
for that.
Sorry.
Roll 1d10 and you get that much luck back. And then you guys can also regain more sanity by role-playing backstory entries. So you can basically take an entry and you can be like, let me use Willow as an example because he's dead. You could say like one of Willow's backstory entries is has needed to skim money off of, or has needed, quote unquote. He justifies it, but probably doesn't actually need to do that, to skim money off the top of government grants. So he could roleplay that. It could be like maybe he I don't know, like
That's a bit of a tough one, but
okay, maybe that's a bad example. Or no, maybe that's not a terrible example. Maybe he
I mean,
like
if
has
he gets a grant when we come back.
Maybe some government debt collection agents come over and or grant agents come over and he manages to throw them off the trail or something like that through a couple of like paper trail things.
Just
and
talking about
then he regains some sanity. And then you also have, sorry, one last thing. You also have a key connection in your backstories, which is basically your most defining backstory feature. So this is probably like the thing that you want to keep most secret from the other players, or is like the defining thing about it. So Aja, for you, it would be like, resolving your entire main like thing that we've talked about. That would be your key connection, like going over there and just like figuring that whole
What's the way to
shenanigans out.
regain sanity? We have to go on quests.
No, they can be small backstory entries, but for that one, that one would probably be a whole entire quest at that point. But like maybe a small aspect of it, like reconnecting with your family or something like that. And once you finished an entire key connection, like one of your big backstory entries, then you get a bunch of extra sanity back as well. And then you can come up with you don't have any key connection, it doesn't like instantly refresh, but you can obtain new ones throughout the story. So like maybe you like adopt a kid or something. And
Let's go. I'm adopting children for mechanical benefits.
Does talking about Mahabharata count as exploring some backstory?
Maybe reflecting on it.
Because like
maybe if you like,
I gave a whole monologue to the two.
Yeah,
we got on the
Shay,
ship.
maybe if Shay does like a little bit more than that, like if he, I don't know, tries to find some other way to get closure, like talks to some other sky captains about it when he gets back to Leadbeater and Stainrod. Maybe like sees what they think about judgments or something like that. It doesn't have to be anything big. It's just you should have like one like out of game event kind of thing. But yeah, that would be a perfectly valid backstory thing.
Also, can I heal my one hit point?
Oh yeah, all of you guys will probably heal to full on the course of your journey. And when we get back to Leadbeater and Stainrod, I had expected the showdown not to take quite as long as it did, but it definitely took a while, so that's fine. I enjoyed it.